Hello and welcome to another episode of Glory of Golden State Gaming. I'm your host SwampSwimmer, and today we are doing the list review for SoCal Joust 2021, hosted by the wonderful Will Stanley, who's on the call here. Woo! I have a variable best of the best cream of the crop panel here to discuss the lists, excluding Josh Guerin, but.
I was going to say, we're part of the copia.
We've got Skaven and AZ himself, Josh Guerin, and Ben from Seattle.
What up, everybody?
Well, does everyone have a beer and ready to go? Should we just jump right into it, or do you have any? Will, do you want to introduce the tournament at all? Do you want to say any announcements, or?
Sure, I can talk about it a little bit. Just super excited that it's actually happening. We had a false start last summer, got close to running the tournament, but we got thwarted by that, which has no name. And so I'm excited to be back on it, and we have a lot of people going. I think we're at 39 or 40.
Hell
and
yeah.
then, another exciting thing is that we are hosting this at a game store, Game Empire, or I should say actually Odyssey Games, formerly Game Empire. And that could be the start of a new community in Pasadena, California. Seems like a really great store. They have a lot of space. Could be the start of a really good relationship. So I'm very excited for that.
That's sweet. That's good. Is that associated with Game Empire and from San Diego?
Not that I'm aware.
Oh, I grew up in San Diego. I learned to play Warhammer Fantasy Battles 5th edition at Game Empire in San Diego. Long story. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Vespacian Aaron will be joining us in a few moments. I don't know when he's going to jump on, but when we get to his pairing, we'll skip that until he jumps on the call. But let's just get right into it, because we got a lot of lists to go through. I don't want this to be too long. Table 1, we got Rob Rogers, who I'm unfamiliar with, and Alex Harrison, who's the guy who runs Infernal Zoo in Davis.
Which everyone should go to, by the way.
Yes, I'm going. But let's see, Rob Rogers.
The same city. Of course you're going.
Not exactly the same city. It's a drive.
Well, first of all, California's, it's a big state.
Rob Rogers is running Ogrecons, Shaman, Wizard Master on Pyromancy, Mammoth-Eyed Cloak, Iron Fist, Ritual Bloodletter, Talisman of Shielding, Obsidian Rock, Firebrand. Great Con General, to Destiny's Call. Brace Ogre Pistols, Kingslayer Hand Weapon, Liger's Tongue Rotten Jaw. He's got a Con BSB, Essence of Mithril, Viper's Curse on Ogre Pistols, and a Cult Leader. 8 Bruisers with the Pennant of the Great Grass Sky, 8 Tribesmen with Iron Fists, Kin Eater, Sabretooth, 5 Scrappling Trappers, Cannon, 4 Bombardiers, 3 Bombardiers, Scratapult. That's a solid ogre list.
It's like he went halfway to the Pablo list.
Yeah, he's
quite make.
But still, that's plenty of shooting, right? 2 Scratapults, a cannon, 2 small units of bombardiers.
I actually like he's got the Kin Eaters in there too.
Kin Eaters are always annoying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like he basically traded a cannon for the Kin Eaters and added a piece of chaff in.
Yeah. But my argument with this is going to be very simple, that when the Doomlord's walking across the table and it takes him at least 2 turns to snipe the one guy that he needs to then snipe the Doomlord, he's going to be very sad that he didn't have that second cannon to do that. And with all the monsters that are in this tournament, I think he's really going to be wishing he had that second cannon.
Chris, do not encourage cannon. 2 cannons bad. It's a bad monkey.
But cannons are so swingy. You roll well with 1 cannon, and then you don't need to worry about the second one. Just roll
Star Wars
well.
only has 1 cannon. I'm just saying.
But he didn't take the guy. He didn't take the guy with the big weapon to be able to kill the Doomlord, and that's the problem. It's the fact that the Doomlord will go through that whole army for the most part.
Yeah, he doesn't have any.
Liger's Tongue, but nothing else is going to stop him.
Yeah, he doesn't have any magic, like buff magic. It's all pyro.
Right. So He needs the cannon to kill that guy, and one cannon is not good odds to kill that guy. Is my fear. So that's my concern for him.
All right, let's look at Alex's list real quick. Doomlord General, Dustforged Shield, Basalt on his Hellforged armor, Super Dex on Halberd, Immortal Gauntlets, Chosen Lord on a War Dais, Trophy Rack, Wasteland Torch, and a bunch of weapons with Greed and Entropic Aura. Sorcerer on a War Dais, Master on Alchemy, which is not going to do anything in this fight. 17 Warriors with a Flaming Standard, 15 Barbarians with great weapons, 5 Fallen, 8 Warhounds, 5 Forsworn with Spiked Shields, 5 Chosen on Greed with Relentless Company Banner, Chosen Chariot with Greed, Battle Shrine Icon on the Infinite, 5 Flayers, Marauding Giant with a War Spear. Huh.
Took one of everything.
Yeah, it's a
That's what he
little
likes
bit.
to do.
It's a little bit of everything. I don't know. Alchemy's not going to do much in this fight.
Well, if you're combining alchemy with Icon of the Infinite, the Battle Shrine, and
Yeah.
his flaming standards, it's not going to do nothing.
Yeah, I guess. Get that
Yeah,
reroll the
I
wound.
think you float more over to the the buff side of alchemy, the armor, the whatever
Glory-
the plus
Glory
plus
Gold.
Yeah, glory to gold. Thank you. And even if it's not the armor penetration that's there, it's still the rerolled wound because the flaming standard and all that. So I think that alchemy, while not being optimal in this matchup, will still be serviceable, which is kind of the point.
Okay.
Silver Spike's good too.
Nah, Silver Spike is trash.
Right, but if you're silver spiking the cannon first in your magic phase, or hellfiring the cannon in your first magic phase, he's gonna have to stop that. Because the
Yeah.
cannon's the one thing that's gonna deal with the Doom Lord. And when he can't stop that, that's just where I see the magic phase going in this matchup.
All right. So cards on the table. Who's going to win this matchup?
Alex.
Alex.
16-4.
Alex is a good player. He's got a list that's suited to beat this list, and as long as he doesn't get shot by a cannon, unluckily, I think he'll win this fairly well. I won't go 16-4, but 14-6, something like that. I could easily say.
Yeah, I think I have to give the edge to Alex. Yeah.
What's
Will,
the
what do you think?
scenario round one?
So
Kill
round
the
one,
characters.
yeah, it's a custom scenario, and
Oh,
it's
no.
kill the characters, and the ogre characters I think are going to be embedded in units. So if the chaos player can crunch those units, he's going to scoop those points as well.
Yeah,
And then the deployment is diagonal, so that's going to favor, I think, the chaos as well. Or excuse me, warriors of the dark odds.
it's chaos.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with Alex as well.
Rob,
Yeah, I got to do the same.
Rob, I'm sorry, but the panel has spoken.
Clean sweep.
All right, moving on. Luke Elder, who's up here in the Bay Area, against Stephen Wong, who I've played once. He's an LA guy, right?
That's right. He was living up in Berkeley for a while, but he's now down in LA.
Yeah.
It's not
He
his
came-
fault.
Yeah.
Hey, look. More ogres.
All right, Luke's playing ogres, shaman, general, wisdom master on shamanism, ritual bloodletter, liker's tongue, gut roarer, isn't it ripper? I don't know. Con BSB, pendant of the great grass sky, essence of mithril, pair weapons, cult leader, 5 bruisers, 6 tribesmen, 3 tribesmen dart, 7 mercenaries with the banner of Ginget. And then he has lethal strike plate armor on them. Another 6 mercenaries with devastating charge swift stride and skull of Kenget. I can't pronounce these ones. And saber-tooth tiger, rock, frost mammoth.
Don't worry, Kenyon. It can get confusing. No, too soon.
Oh,
So-
my God. Sounds awful.
It'll be a long night, gentlemen.
Oh Jesus.
I think the Gut Ripper versus Gut Roar depends more on what you ate than the list.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Certain meals are a ritual bloodletter. I mean, I gotta be honest.
All right, so he's got
running empire.
he's basically got 4 blocks, 2 monsters, and 3 pieces of chaff, basically.
Yeah.
I mean,
The Frost Mammoth makes a big difference on agility, and if
Yeah.
he's fighting Empire, that can be problematic.
yeah, and all of his buffs are shamanism, so he's got a lot of combat buffs. He just wants to get into combat with you, slug it out.
I think he's going to be taking, the Swarm of Insects and Chilling Howl
Mm-hmm.
more than the combat buffs who he's playing against, because the
Well, he
opponent
gets
is playing
Chilling
against
Howl with the
plenty of
Mammoth.
shooting.
Yeah.
All right, so Steven's got Wizard, Honor Arcane Engine, Master on Pyromancy, Martial BSB, Black Steel Obsidian Rock, Great Tactician, a Prelate General.
Let's call it one thing on that Wizard. The
Yeah.
Wizard is not running the Distracting one, he's running the Lightning Reflexes one. So there's
Oh.
Imperial Guard, a Striking, and Initiative, which that is going to be a big hindrance to... Well, the Frostmath will be a big hindrance to that, so... Good counter there.
Gotcha. Let's see, 35 spears, 20 just hand weapon shield guys, 15 crossbows, 5 electoral cav, 35 Imperial Guard with Banner of Unity, and great weapons, 5 readers, 5 readers, 5 readers, cannon, rocket, steam tank. Yeah, this is
Well,
just
stuff.
a
It's not
shoot 'em.
two cannons, Josh, but it's almost as bad.
Yeah.
That's 2 cannons. Come on, steam tanks. You consider that a cannon?
Well,
Hey,
it's almost 3
violation.
cannons,
He gets, I don't know, he can get double Chilling Howl because you get bound from the Frost Mammoth, and you can take it on the regular guy.
Oh
So
yeah,
he's
that's a good
getting
point.
that through every turn.
Yeah,
I think he walks across the field and eats whatever unit he touches with those Merkabet units.
I think Luke has the advantage here for sure. Yeah, Luke's just got to press, and I think press, and then he cancels out shooting with magic, and then he just gets there. What do you guys think?
I mean, 35 Imperial Guard, if he can kill that Frost Mammoth, like, that's no
I was
joke.
gonna say.
That's a lot of attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Focus all your fire on the Superstar Destroyer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's got, the magic to do it, but he's only going to have, he's going to be able to neutralize it somewhat, but I don't know about kill it with magic.
That's gonna
Shamanism's
be-
not really
that's
going to lend
gonna
to
suck.
killing that thing.
You got to devote everything you've got for the first probably full 2 turns to killing the Frost Mammoth. Just let everything
Yeah.
else get whatever it wants and come on through. That's a little nerve-wracking. I don't know that I
Well,
would do that.
he's got the tools to kill the Frost Mammoth. He's got 2 cannons. He's got the rockets.
I mean, he's got Pyro as well, which Pyro can do work. Not great, but it could peel a wound here or there.
Yeah. What the new attribute? Yeah, for sure.
What is-
This string 6.
Yep.
I'm still going with Luke. I played him twice, and he's pulled out 2 wins on me. So go Luke, and go Bayer.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna give Steven a slight win, and not because of. I think that there will be opportunities to pick off enough points if he hides in a corner and just makes him come to him, chaff him up enough where he can just shoot 1 unit, shoot 1 unit, shoot 1 unit, repeat, rinse, keep going, to eke out a small win. So I'll give Steven like a 12-8 if he plays it right. Now, if he just meets up in a straight battle, I agree that he's going to get rolled over.
Mhm.
But I don't think he'll do that with the army setup he's got.
I think that you're looking at Shamanism plus 2 mercenary veteran block units, and that's the game. So even if he takes down the Frost Mammoth, and gets everything else the way it's supposed to go, between chaff and well-timed charges with cruisers and tribesmen to back up scoring, I think this is going Luke's way.
Ooh. Will, what do you think?
I'm leaning more towards Steven. I actually played against this list, I think, on Monday or Tuesday last week. And the shooting is a lot more than it seems. Those crossbows are shooting in 15 strong every turn, and they're often accurate, and they could often be buffed by flaming swords. So I think if Steven gets turn 1, I don't think the ogres can afford to counter deploy back. I think they have to start forward. And depending on how that first shooting phase goes, I think that could be a tipping point for the game. And then the other thing is that Empire, they can swap out one spell, and he could very easily take the divination spell, and they could boost the agility of his Imperial Guard.
Yeah.
And then he's fighting before everything else.
Well, no,
And
but he's
with
got
his
he's got great weapons, so he's always swinging at agility 0.
But he gets
No,
arcane.
it's the
The
foresight. Yeah.
Gives him lightning reflexes, so they go at agility.
Oh.
That's why
Yeah.
he out.
So you can make it 5 with
Yep.
the div spell.
That's his
Damn.
game plan. Is to put that thing right behind the IG and say, "Come at me at agility 5. I'm swinging before you in a bunch of ranks with great weapons."
Damn.
What's
I
the
didn't.
banner of Unity?
I don't think I've ever thought about that combo. That's a good combo. Jeez.
Vanity of Unity is the one where if you cast on the unit an order, if you give them an order, it's pass the order to another unit within
Yeah.
6 inches. I think it is.
Double order, yeah.
He's got hella orders then.
Yeah, he's got plenty of orders because he's got the Great Tactician. Right? Yeah, he's got Great Tactician. He's got that as well. So he can do 2 orders from the Tactician and then boost and bounce one to another with Unity. So 3 out of 1 guy.
Quote of the night: hella orders.
Hella orders.
Hella orders.
All right, so it's kind of. Ben, did you decide yet?
No, if Steven deploys good and doesn't just deploy on the 12-inch line, he should be fine.
Remember, this is diagonal, so we can deploy even further back.
Yeah, that's
just
a
if
good
he
point.
corners and Will doesn't have a million pieces of impassable terrain, he'll be fine.
All right, so the slight edge to Steven.
Well,
Plus, I
we can
played
actually
Steven at the first Joust, and he's a really cool guy.
we can look at the the tables are set up with terrain that match the 9th age recommended ones. So this is table
Okay.
2. So they're playing on map A2.
Okay,
So if people want, they can take a look at that.
cool. It's good to know.
That is cool.
All right, moving on. Rick Levin versus Carrie Hegna. 2 players I am unfamiliar with,
Alpha Carnosaur.
but Rick's running the Big Daddy Alpha Carnosaur, Super Dex, Starfall Shard, Egg of Quetzal's breath weapon in there. Skink Captain on a Taurosaur, BSB
Spirit.
with the Spirit of the Stampede. Oh man, I love this list. Skink Priest on a Palanquin on Druidism with the Sun Tablet.
Apprentice.
Apprentice.
Second story.
Yeah,
Give
but
him
he's
two spells. Give him 2 spells.
that doesn't matter because
That's all you
he
need.
on the because the Palanquin he gets the 1 spell for free, and then with Sun Tablet he can choose anything from Druidism.
Oh, so 3 spells. No, still 2
No, just
spells.
2.
Sun
Just
tablet FTW.
30 Saurian Warriors with Piranha and Flaming Standard, 15 Saurian Warriors Piranha, 9 Raptor Riders, 3 Ramphidons, a Salamander, a Spearback, 5 Chameleons, and a Stygiosaur with the
Oh, so
Mystic
he's
Travel.
got magic down there too. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's
That's a
got
bunch
just
of
he,
magic base.
yeah, he's got 4 spells.
Then it's always good when you got magic down there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
This is just straight up monster mash. He just wants to throw that Alpha Carnosaur and that Taurosaur with the Skink Priest into whatever's there. I like it though. I don't know. Ramphidons are so swingy though, in my opinion.
You don't know anything about lizards anyway.
Where's all the Skink Chiefs? I don't see any Skink Chiefs.
Yeah, there's not enough skinks on this list.
I'll say this much about this list. It's pretty monster mashy, but I really think that the Warriors are suboptimal. I don't think you really need to give them fear. They're not going to suffer from fear with, cold-blooded everywhere. So I think that's really and then to fear somebody else with them is not a guaranteed thing in all the circumstances because of just straight rolls. But there's also a lot of armies out there that are, just like this one, immune to fear, don't care. So why pay, a point a model for that when it's just not a whole lot of benefit? When you can do Jaguar instead to get 5-inch movement instead, or something like that, which I feel gives much better utility than fear does.
Fair enough. Yeah, okay. Let's move on to carry. Demon Legions, a Harbinger General, which is unique, on a Dark Pulpit. Adept on Evocation, Iron Husk, Chitness Scales, Unnatural Roots. 15 Lemures with Venom Sacs. Just one character. Wow.
That's a lot of Lemures. Holy crap.
25, wow. 16 Myrmidons, 6 Hoarders with Smothering Coils, Blazing Glory, 1 with Fly, 1 with Cloven Hooves, 8 Eidolons with Kaleidoscopic Flesh, Hope Harvester, 6 Sirens, Hot Blood. That's a unique list.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a grab bag.
No one that doesn't know demons knows what half that shit does, by the way.
Remind me what Venom Sacs does.
I believe that's an extra poison. Extra +1 to poison.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just his magic
a big brick, because he's gonna put the Harbinger in with the Lemures, assuredly, to give them the +1, gives them a bunch of extra ranks. It's just gonna be an anvil, and he's gonna try and close into people with the Myrmidons, the Hoarders, or the Glories. All the while, since he doesn't have much magic with just the one wizard, feeding all those extra Veil tokens to the Hope Harvester and just going, here's 2d6 plus 9 shots and strength 4 AP 1 and 2 every time.
And plus the Hoarders, the Hoarders are just...
I like very much. Bang, bang.
And Blazing Glories are always good.
Gary has some good-looking models. He's been painting for a while, and he's very creative. So you take a look at his list, you're like, it's an eye opener. He's been on and off for a while, so it's a matter of has he zeroed in on the tactics and how to play, or is he still just kind of playing for fun? This list, although not what we typically see from demons, is not going to care much about cannons, and there's a lot of artillery in this field, so kind of dodge that bullet, no pun intended, this time. And I mean, he's maybe the Hope Harvesters care, like, okay, go for it, nail me. So he's got shooting, he's got combat, he's got anvils, he's got hammers. I'm very, very curious to see how he does with this list. It has potential.
Yeah, you get a lot of stuff when you're not running any greater demons.
Yeah, does he really? Does the Alpha Carnosaur really have a target in this list? Like, I guess go after the Hoarders.
I think the Alpha Carnosaur is the target in this list.
That's no fun if he just hides the Alpha in the backfield. No, that's no fun. Ooh, I think this is a pretty balanced fight here.
If a Blazing Glory takes out a Carnosaur, I'm buying everyone a drink.
I think that
for the record,
the two low magic. It's interesting. You've got two low magic armies against each other.
Yeah.
One with 4 spells, one with 2 spells.
This game's gonna be over in an hour and a half.
All right. What do you say? Who's gonna win this?
Saurian Ancients. Because they get the free 2 points for the scenario.
Yeah. Yes, he does.
So he's already got 2.
Wait, how did it get 2 free points? What are you talking about?
because he doesn't have other characters to kill.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Kenyon, haven't you read the scenario pack?
No, I haven't. No, I
days.
haven't. I'm flying into this tournament blind, so we'll see how it goes.
It's cool. Kenyon doesn't have a bunch of killable characters in his army anyway.
Damn it. Okay, I'm on board. I'm voting for the Saurian Ancients.
I'll go Demon Legions just because of this. Those Hope Harvesters are going to eat everything south of the 30 Brachiosaurian warriors. Yeah, they're not going to do much against the Taurosaur. Yeah, they're not going to do much against the Carnosaur, but everything else is going to straight up die to those things. And that is a problem, because when the Carnosaur runs into that big brick of lemurs, gets poisoned a bunch, and then gets flanked, I just think that's over. If that happens. And I just think that with those Hope Harvesters, it's clearly something that needs to happen. When you've only got 2 spells and you've got demons, you've got an extra +2 Veil tokens. He's going to have a raft of Veil tokens to give to those things. And he's just going to straight out shoot the shit out of the SA player, I think. I just think that Carrie's just got the tools in this particular matchup to deal with everything, unless the Carnosaur and the Taurosaur go ham, get into combat, and start stomping everything into the ground.
Fair enough. Will, what do you think?
I just want the Carnosaur to eat stuff. I don't. It's just rule of cool at this point. I don't care who actually wins the game. I want like a head count from the Carnosaur, and that's what I'm rooting for.
A very small head count. Little tiny heads. No big heads. It's like, what are they, M&M's, bonbons? It's just not satisfying. It's just not doing it for me. I mean, all bias aside, I know the guy, but I'm going to go with Carrie on this one. The Feed Me Seymour Veil token approach, Carnosaur or Stygiosaur is going to try to get into the flank of the big unit of lemurs. I guess, it's not like they're going to break. They're demons. So I don't know, man. I see unfortunate things happening to the withering hail that was once the Skink Army. So, or Saurian Army, whatever you call it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Carrie.
Ben, it comes down to you again.
Oh, I said Saurians.
Oh, you said
got
Saurians.
2 points already. Easy win. Easy win.
All right.
You always gotta get 8 more to tie.
Slight edge to Rick. Good luck.
Well, remember, this secondary isn't +3, -3. Both players can score all 3 on this first game.
Oh.
Everybody
Nice.
scores. I'm never gonna score.
It's gonna be 12-12.
All right, moving on. Oh, look who it is. Mr. Chris Hines against Roe from OKC.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, go over your list, Chris.
Carnosaur, round 2.
Tell me your list, Chris.
I got a dragon. Dragon with Touch of Greatness, excuse me. He's got the rock, and he's got Envy, so he's got the extra charge distance. Not the extra charge distance, but just the better charge roll. Wizard Master to Evo with the scroll and the heirloom. 18 Greed Warriors, 20 Barbarians, 8 Warhounds, 5 Feldraks with great weapons, 3 Warrior Chariots, and 2 Feldrak Elders with paired weapons.
Damn Feldrak Elders.
Okay, double Feldrak Elder. Props. But really, Chris, a binding scroll, Chris. Really, Chris.
I mean, I'd like to stop that one spell I really don't want to go off when I need it to not go off.
Yeah.
So
No. I'm casting mythological shame on Chris. It's okay. It's not your fault. You're afraid. It's understandable.
This is.
But you did bring 2 Feldrak Elders, so we'll let it slide.
All right. A
I will say
dragon.
this much about my list: the dragon will not be trying to go into the alpha.
Yeah. Good call. Good call. So Roe brought.
Extra 1 leaves.
Roe brought the Alpha Carnosaur General, Halber with Blessed Inscription, Spirit of the Stampede, Starfall Shard. Oh, wait, hold on. We got someone joining us here. Vespacian himself. If he would make his
He's
computer
on mute.
work.
It's fine.
He's on mute
Damn
and no camera.
That Alpha Carnosaur's
shy.
1,000
Hey.
points. What the hell?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Hey.
Good buddy.
How's it going?
Good.
We
It's
were
going
just
okay.
going
I
over.
got a sleeping 2-month-old on my chest, so that's why I'm not on the camera.
Okay.
She hasn't given me a picture disclosure yet.
You're good, buddy.
We were just
Yeah.
talking about Chris versus Roe. We just went over Chris's list.
Nice. Okay.
And I was just going to talk
And
about
you
Roe's
got
list.
the new pairings, right?
Yes.
Nice. Nice. Excellent.
Are they updated on the website, or what are we looking at?
Yeah.
Update on the website.
Rose bring in the Alpha Carnosaur General. I already went over this. Saurian veteran Raptor Rider, BSB Halberd with Talisman of Shielding, Skink Priest on a Palanquin, Adept on Druidism, Talisman of the Void, 28 Saurian Warriors with Crocodile, 30 Saurian Warriors with Crocodile again, 2 Snake Swarms, 2 Salamanders, 2 units of 10 Skink Hunters with Poison Javelins and Vanguard, a Tarasaur with a Blowpipe, the Giant Blowpipe, and a Thyroscutus with the Sun Engine. I love seeing the Thyroscutuses. Thyroscudi?
You know, just not everybody can have a giant blowpipe, can you?
Some try. Few succeed.
So I'll go first on this, just because I'm going to take a break in a second here and grab a different beverage, another beverage. The Chris isn't allowed to talk because, you know, biased opinion. And Ro is clearly, like, I think that guy's a brilliant player. And, I mean, paints really well. You know, often I think almost goes for armies based on look and feel rather than, like, utility, because he just thinks they're amazing. But he uses his stuff well. Like, you never... you know, you underestimate him at your own peril. 2 Snake Swarms, 2 Weapon Beasts, you know, poison Skink Hunters everywhere, a couple big guys in the background, and some blocks with some, you know, a capable Alpha Carnibro and, like, just running around. Like, it's a dangerous list. The problem here is that I think Chris has an answer to every question Ro proposes.
Yeah.
I think Chris is gonna, you know, he like, get into combat, okay, Evo. You know, run around, okay, like, I'm going to corner you out and I'll take you down one at a time. Like, I don't think, I mean, yes, the warriors are slow. Yes, the barbarians are not overly impressive, but you've got 2 Feldrak Elders moving at 50 miles an hour anywhere they want on that board, and a dragon that flies. Like, you're, you know, come on, where exactly are you going to hide? Show me the part of the board you're going to hide in. Not going to happen. So, I got to give this one to Chris. Much as I love you, Ro, it's, Chris is going to kind of eat your lunch on this one. It's going to be a nom-nom affair, and sadly, it will not be the Carnibro doing the nom-nom.
Yeah, I think the Alpha Carnosaur's got to, like, zone people. Zone all these, the Elder and the Dragon, and I don't know how successful he's going to be at that.
Yeah, 1 model zoning 3 models, if not more. That sounds like a real recipe for success.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's see how that goes. I hate to say it. It's a tricky matchup, and it just didn't go his way. The Snake Swarms are an option. You know, the shooting, you could pull it off. I just don't think he's going to. I think Chris has this.
I think Josh's comments are self-serving because he copied Chris's list.
Wow. Sorry, I copied the base list once upon a time and then made a million alterations. Yes.
I was going to say,
My
it's
bad.
Warriors.
By the way, Chris only just started running this list. He's never used Warriors before. This is his first game ever playing them.
Yeah.
All right. Good luck, Chris. No, but I mean, I think that in all seriousness, I think Josh is right. I mean, it's tough. There's a lot of threats. Poison, multiple sources of poison helps. Druidism helps, but I still that Alpha has to do an absolute metric ton of work in this matchup to have it go Ro's way. So I'd also favor Chris in the matchup. Don't let me down, Chris.
I'll try.
Ben, what do you think?
I feel like if Ro had done just a couple tweaks to his list, it'd be fine. He's like 500 points over on core, isn't he? Or something crazy like that.
Yeah, 900 is the minimum.
1300.
So. Yeah.
Like, he could shave some points there and almost get another Taurosaur. And then he's got way more threats. But that's 1,275 points of core that's just going to get thunderstomped.
I will say to that point, the Saurians tend to work better in really big blocks. Like, that's where they're effective. So just, you know, 20-man units of Saurians. 20-man units of Saurians don't do a lot. I'm just saying.
But you need 2 30-man units. It's huge.
I mean, yeah, kind of. I mean, if you want to be effective with them, or you can throw your core away and call it even. Like
Yep.
I don't.
Like most
I
armies
there's
do.
some merits there. Is all I'm saying.
No, other matchups I agree, but this matchup I think he could use another single model threat.
Will, what are you thinking?
I keep looking at Chris's list, and I think those 3 warrior chariots are going to shine in this game. Because obviously the dragon does its thing, obviously the Feldrax do their thing, but I think those warrior chariots are going to fill in the gaps. And they're going to prevent really any chaffing from happening. Because I think that's what Roe has going for him, is he could clog up the board. But I think those warrior chariots are a really good tool for that. And I think the game is going to end with those 2 Saurian blocks against the world, surrounded by everything in all corners. So I do think this is going Chris's way as well.
Chris, just running the table.
This game also will be over in an hour.
Here's my prediction. It's the game's gonna end with the dragon and the Thyroscutus left on the board, and they're gonna get into each other, and the Thyro's gonna hit his crush attack and kill the dragon. That's what I'm
Crush
saying.
attack, yes. I hope the Thyroscutus just one-shots both your elders.
That would be amazing.
I hope that
And
happens
again,
too. That
for
would
the
be great.
for the record, if Roe beats Chris 15-5, I'm buying everyone a drink.
Hell yeah.
Deal.
Somebody,
Some-
Will, are you
yeah.
taking these notes down? Josh,
Yeah,
I
I have a Google Doc. It's all in there.
It's just called Josh buying drinks.
Yeah,
But I'm just saying, make it happen.
it's a spreadsheet.
Participate in your own rescue.
I'll say this about my matchup. I was talking with a group of people about my army. One of them, who shall remain nameless, was definitely pushing me to make it a 4 monster match list that I had, and I thought that the chariots added a lot of utility and took out one of the monsters to put that in, simply because I felt that 4 monsters was just weak in certain areas to cannons and all that, and I think the chariots should help me out a lot.
Clearly a flawed strategy. 4 monsters is the way to go. Sorry, just had to.
I
add
agree.
that.
Should have gone 4 monsters. You get 5 in Warriors. You should have gone 5 monsters.
All right, moving on.
It was me, in case anybody was wondering.
It was.
Mr. Pete Reese versus Matthew Beam. I don't know who Matthew Beam is though, but Pete's a good player from Texas. And it looks like
Pete's list is like 40 lines long.
holy cow, he's running the double Dragon Seeker again. He won.
By the way, 3,500 points on the dot. List is obviously correct.
He won
Something big.
Buckeye with something close to this, didn't he?
Yeah. Pretty much.
He's got the 2.
He dropped the 3rd Dragon Seeker and replaced it with a Thane, BSB, I think. Oh no, he's not even a
Thane
BSB.
General.
He replaced it with Thane. Yeah, I think that's the main change that he made. And I think he had a catapult at Buckeye, and now he's got a cannon.
21 Seekers, 9 Seekers that skirmish, 10 Miners, 2 Copters, Organ Gun, Cannon, Flame Cannon. Whew, that's
And
a lot.
Hella shooting.
Yeah, it's a lot of shooting. It's it's like Dwarven MSU with a Mega Seeker brick, basically. It's an interesting build that's been working for him. Clearly, it's good at scoring, good at non-breakthrough missions generally. Lots of shooting, lots of varied threats. I think he should do well with it.
All right, and he's playing Matthew on ONG, Orc Warlord, Iron Orc General, on a boar, Death Cheater, Shady Shankin, Talisman Shielding, Goblin Witch Doctor with the Power Shrooms Master on Thaumaturgy, Essence of Mithril Lucky Charm, King on a Huntsman Spider, Super Dex with Ghostly Guard, 25 Orc Edbashers, 30 Goblins with 2 Mad Gits, 10 Goblin Raiders, 7 Trolls, Bridge Trolls to be specific, 20 Nashers, an Orc Boar Chariot, Wrecking Team, Scrap Wagon, Gargantula, and a Great Green Idol BSB.
Does he get extra points for having a character with 2 types of special saves?
Oh, yeah.
He's playing the meta game where he's anti-regen and anti-Aegis.
Whew.
So in Matt's defense, I guess he's a new player. He's down in Orange County area, and he hasn't played since 7th. So he's
She
been.
gave him Pete Reese. You are an
I was
evil.
gonna say you're
evil
not.
Matt,
person.
I am sorry.
Yeah,
I am sorry.
I handpicked all the pairings. That's right.
Yeah. You should give him the benefit of the doubt and make that a Talisman of the Void, so he gets an extra channel instead of 2 special saves.
I'd agree to that. I mean, I'm sure he didn't realize you can't have the 2 special saves, but
Yeah.
that's
I
up to
actually
Will.
like his
all the
list.
fours. It was a boring list until I saw the power of the shrooms. It became more exciting.
This game has like 40 units on the table.
Yeah, I think
So we've been playing a lot of orcs ONG in my club, and the horde list is getting insane mileage. Like, it is really doing work, and I don't know what it is. Just scoring units that are like 3 ranks deep, 4 ranks deep, and all of a sudden there's like 5 of them, and you're like, what am I gonna do? Like, all of a sudden they're just all up on you. So
just a lot of
if you
bodies
can
on the
set
board.
it up diagonally, collide with stuff diagonally, and then come in from the other side as a flank. There's a lot of damage to be done here. The 20 Nasher herd, you better be afraid of that thing. Like, how much shooting have you got? Maybe not 20. Yeah, well, maybe 10. Oh, 10 Nasher herd's still viable. So, I don't hate the list. I'm just,
He's just gotta avoid this. He's gotta avoid the Dragon Seekers at all costs, because the Dragon Seekers are gonna walk through most of his list.
So usually you see the adage, don't fight the Dwarf King. Here it's just don't fight the insane, crazed, like ass-crazy, yellow-haired, orange-haired dwarf.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's half of them.
And he's just gotta try to kind of clean up a bunch of this, like the clan marksmen, the miners that come on the board, the copters. That's what he's got to try to do. It's gonna be difficult. It's an uphill battle for Matthew, unfortunately, but
He's got Comet. It's fine.
Yeah, thumb helps. But the monsters are basically like out of the game, right? That's tough because that's like half his list or a quarter of his list rather. So yeah, I mean he's got a lot of bodies, so he can get through the shooting, to Josh's point. But yeah, I think it's tough. He's playing down with the Seekers on the table.
And his general is going to hide in what, the Goblin Raiders?
No, you put him in the Trolls.
Get shot by cannon, I guess, but
Yeah, he's got a 4-up. He'll be fine.
All the cannons will misfire, and the organ
5-up.
gun will suffer a cerebral hemorrhage.
yeah. Matt's army is going to be half dead on turn 3, probably.
yeah. But Matthew, take the beating round 1, and then have fun for 4 more games. And then have fun for 4 more games. Welcome back to the game. You're welcome to play. Just try to get through game 1.
We call it submarining.
All right. Any other comments about these lists?
I'm happy to be playing Warhammer. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
We're not playing Warhammer, my friend. Playing the
You know
Ninth
what?
Age.
Shouldn't be here.
God damn it, Bobby!
All right, moving
I
on.
love
Oh, look,
Ninth Age!
look who it is, Mr. Kenyon Duncan, the skink
That asshole?
master himself, versus Henry Gripe. So
Mispronounced Johnny Crass.
Johnny Crass also. He has a man of many names.
Yes, he is.
So I got the
Whenever he
Quaddle Lord on
makes
Alchemy.
I guess he heard our tournament, hype video and got scared of the colossal zombie dragon against the poison cloud.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Switched it
Really
up.
good. It changed everything.
So mine's the.
You know what?
the-
Every time Henry makes a list, it's from scratch. I dare say it's a grassroots effort.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Boo.
Boo.
Can you take us through your list?
Okay,
Maybe it's
I got
a Johnny
the
Come
Quaddle.
Lately list. I don't know.
A Quaddle Lord on Alchemy, BSB, Jade Staff, Talisman of the Void. No upgrades the disciplines, which is I'm trying this out. Skink Priest on a Palanquin, Wizard Adept on Druidism. 5 Skink Captains with Pair Button Bullet Pipes. 32 Skink Braves with the Tree Frog Banner, that's the Skink Blender. 2 units of 20 Skinks with Bows. Unit of 15 skinks with poison javelins, 20 temple guard with a flaming standard, 15 chameleons, 15 skink hunter with blowpipes, 15 skink hunter with blowpipes, and 2 Thyroscutuses with the sun engine. This is the.
All right, so Kenyon, I checked in the dictionary, and in the dictionary under redundant, it says see redundant.
Kenny, are you channeling 5 in this list?
5. Everyone's shaking their head. This is a fun list. This is
It's all right.
skinks.
Henry's
No,
got
no,
an
this-
1100
this-
point general.
Come on, man. Anybody who doesn't get creative with lists and like tries it out and actually finds something that works, boo on you.
No.
Kenyon, I applaud the skink, onslaught. The little guys have had their chance. You know they overthrew someone to get this big in the army. There's some quadlord somewhere sitting talking about I don't know what happened. Skinks were everywhere. So I applaud the little guy. Let's do this.
There was a guy in SoCal that his coatl was a dead coatl with its throat cut on the palanquin, and a skink that skink Tehota Wackle guy with the sacrificial dagger.
The bloody knife? Oh, that's
yeah,
awesome.
it was dope. Really cool.
He's like,
Yeah, I did it. I played this list. It's very cool, and it has quantity has a quality all its own, right? I mean, the volume of poison shooting is insane. The mobility is insane. The skink star is the brightest star in the sky. It's pretty cool. I like it, Kenyon.
Yeah, the whole concept is a bunch of poison shooting and then alchemy to minimize armor against that poison shooting. That's the whole shebang.
Is that alchemy doesn't help you against the bodies because there's no armor in this list really.
Yep.
He's just gonna sit there and go, "Here's 100 guys for you to blow pipe to death."
Yeah. Wait, so let's go over his list. Hold on.
Kenyon tends to let the bodies hit the floor, right? And by the way, second quote of the evening: quantity is its own quality. Not bad.
There you go. Let's go through.
Okay, Henry's got the Vampire Count General, Lamia Bloodline, On the Court of the Damned, Adept on Evocation, Reaper's Harvest in a rock. He's got another count, also Lamia Bloodline on Evocation Adept, Destiny's Call with Super Dex and Knight's Crown, 35, and Commandment. 35 skeletons with spears and flaming banner, 33 skeletons with the banner of speed, 25 zombies, 2 units of dogs, 29 barrel guard with the black standard of Zagzod, whatever it is, 3 gas, 2 phantom hosts, 2 phantom hopes, and a small unit of vampire knights.
Who wants Kenyon to try to say Zagzod again?
Yep.
Try it,
let's hear
Kenyon.
I got it.
Zagzod?
Oh man, it's a cool list. I think I think the only thing I don't love about it is the magic phase, just the 2 adepts only, right? So it's 5 spells. I feel like that's a shame because it's vampires have one of the best phases in the game. So other than that, I think it's really cool for like nasty blocks, lots of chaffy kind of MSU-y things, and that character can kill pretty much anything in combat, which is cool.
Oh, shit.
My
he's
problem
1100 points.
playing
Shit.
Henry. Whenever I play Henry, all I ever think about is, I got it. I'm like, oh, you already thought of that. I'm like, no, wait, I got it. I'm like, oh, you already thought of that. Like Henry has, suffice it to say, he's thought this through. So I, Kenyon, as much as I love you, buddy, I really appreciate you putting on the tournament in December. Go for it. Let's do this. Little plug right there. I think Henry's got this.
Oh, wow, it hurts. It hurts. The knife in
Henry's
my
gonna
heart hurts.
Henry's gonna have a brick of skeletons that are 10 deep before he really starts raising it. Well, not before, but before he starts raising it. I'm right, yeah, because the cord will take up 8, so almost 10 deep with that, and you're gonna try and stop that with a bunch of poison shooting. That's the fear, because there's no chance you're ever gonna be able to shoot the characters because they're gonna be in the units, so the poison's not gonna help you there. The zombies are just going to walk forward and kill skinks because they're just going to chase you off the board. You're going to flee, and they're going to go, okay, cool, we redirect into another one. They flee. Okay, you come back. Who cares? I'm going to do it again next turn. Shoot me. I don't care. They're zombies. And then barrel guard, just do barrel guard things. If they get to the temple guard, they kill the temple guard. If they get to the fire scutus, they can kill the fire scutus because they got lethal strike. Yeah, I think he's gonna. You bit off a bit more than I think you can chew with this one.
Yeah,
my clinical opinion.
I'm not gonna lie.
Can't the Skink Star blend those blocks though? I mean, that's a lot of volume the Skink Star puts out. I think the healing might have a little trouble keeping up with that kind of volume. I mean, if you make it in unscathed, right?
Remember that the skink block is probably going to be hit by, if it gets charged by anything, it's probably going to be hit by the guy that's got commandment. So he's going to be defense 6.
Yeah, but he doesn't. He's hatred poison. That's the only thing it does. It doesn't care about hitting.
Yeah.
Actually, having it hit worse is better.
It's probably better, actually. Yeah.
But I mean, he's got heavy armor shield. I don't know. I just think that they'll do okay, but I still think that the skeletons are the really big problem, as opposed to the barrel guard. Barrel guard can clean up other stuff, but
yeah, I think my big chance is poisoning the characters in combat and trying to get them really quickly in one turn. Try to like snipe their characters in combat with the poison because they're Lamias. They don't have any armor, right?
Right, he's got a 4 of Aegis, and he's got the armor from the
court.
No, the court doesn't give any armor. I checked that. It doesn't give any armor, right? It just gives the 4 of Aegis.
Look at Kenyon doing his matchup analysis.
Yeah.
Yay!
Are you trying hard on
no
this one,
homework
Kenyon?
whatsoever except for his own list.
For the 100 things?
Need you guys forget we have a bet going between Chris, me, and Aaron. I gotta score some points, man.
Yeah, that's true.
What was the bet? What was the bet? Refresh your memory.
The bet was me, Chom, and Kenyon. Whoever is lowest on battle points, the other two get to choose a matchup that they did and do a battle report with us commenting on all the things they fucked up on.
A roast battle report.
Battle
Yes.
roast.
That's
Exactly.
great.
Be a lot of fun.
Regardless of who it is, I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be
Oh
great.
yeah.
Yeah, I really think my one window to win this game is trying to get poison on his 2 characters. And that's almost it.
Right.
Yeah.
There's so many points, I can't get over it.
I think he's the most expensive character in the game. Or she.
Yeah. She? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the weapon's what, 120?
Yeah.
That is a sweet weapon, though.
I want to see a Dwarf King Vampire matchup.
Yeah.
All right. Is that the final verdict? Everyone's saying I'm gonna lose hard. Oh wow. Okay. All right. I'm gonna subvert expectations.
Kenyon, say it with me, Kenyon. Submarine.
Ben, what you got?
I don't know. I've been talking to Henry about it a little bit. I think those Phantom hosts are going to give you problems.
Yeah.
If you have no magic in the entire.
No, I got my hereditary.
Glory.
I got
No,
my
I mean
hereditary.
magic. In close combat, you don't have any magic weapons, so they have the 2 up ward save or whatever.
But I'm giving away all my secrets, but I got Gloria Gold.
I mean, that's not really a secret. If you think that Henry's going to be surprised by that.
Is that a spell in alchemy?
It is a spell in alchemy.
Okay, I'm tired of this. We're moving on. I can't. You're hurting my feelings
Speak
too
of
much.
The roast of Kenyon Duncan.
All right, I changed my mind, Henry. You're gonna lose now that I know that the Glory of Gold is in alchemy.
God damn it! You ruined the surprise.
Okay, all right.
It's not just Glory of Gold; it's Glory of Gold.
Golden State Gaming.
Nobody.
Golden State.
That always gets a smile on my face.
All right, Michael Voigt versus Ryan Potter. Michael is on. What is he on? Looks like some Highborn Elves. So we got a master on pyromancy, an adept on cosmology, a adept on divination who's the general. That's an interesting setup. Commander with a longbow, BSB, obsidian rock, 15 different things, Queen's Companion, all that good stuff.
So
Command.
I want to give. I gotta give this guy credit. Nobody has ever. I literally have done the analysis for the last 3 years of every highborn list taken in the world, and nobody has ever taken this honor ever. The Queen's Companion, like Faye Miasma version of it, has never ever been in a tournament ever before. It's pretty great. Like,
Is there a reason why? Can you tell us why?
I guess let's see how this gentleman does at this tournament, and then I'll tell you why.
Let me say, you're gonna put a 355 point guy who's also worth an extra 200 points in a unit of naked elves, and he scouts forward to do that.
He'll be fine. He knows what he's doing. We talked about it.
He'll do just fine.
Michael's a guy here from Arizona, so we've played a couple times. He is experienced, but not ultra experienced. I think that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He's not a tryhard though.
He knows what he's doing.
I think if you like, you know, if you look at it, there's a lot of like non-typical choices, but if you add it all up, it's got a really nasty magic phase. It has a lot of little threats that aren't crippling to lose. It's got a solid amount of shooting, and it's got a Swordmaster brick, which if you can't take it off from range is going to eat your lunch. I mean, it's definitely an interesting list with some non-standard choices, and I love the Commando one. It's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to some epic stories on that one.
And he's going up against a list that really can't do any of the things you just said that would need to happen to clear this army.
So we got a Scourge, we got a
you know
Courtesan.
What? Never doubt the Vendara and the Courtesan together. That's the cursed couple. They do work.
2 blocks of Myrmidons, a block of Hoarders, Blazing Glory, a Titan Slayer Chariot, and 5 Furies.
Absolutely. Smash face demon list. They can't stand up in a combat to save their lives, and yet they're gonna try. So, I'm so all for that. Go get some.
Michael's gonna be channeling 5 with this matchup,
Yeah.
and Pyro is just gonna burn things off the table. And if you stop the Pyro, then he divs you. And he has and Ryan has no offensive magic with Witchcraft. Ryan's gonna have to run against the field, get shot by a hail of arrows, dived and Pyro to death, and hope the Scourge, much like you guys were saying in my matchup, the Scourge is gonna have to do everything in this matchup.
Yeah. And he's just gonna be taking like a crap ton of shooting.
If the Courtesan can get behind the lines and make stuff happen, you know, and Witchcraft and Myrmidons, and he does have an anvil in the Hoarders, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
and there's a Blazing Glory causing problems, and he's got one piece of chaff. Like, it's not stacked in his favor. I you know, if I have to say it, Michael has it. But honestly, what I want to know is, Aaron, based on that choice, if Michael wins all 3 of his first games, you're buying everybody drinks?
I think if Michael wins all 3 of his first games, I think the rules team has to buy everybody's drinks.
And the rules team would be represented by you at this particular tournament, so yes?
I guess of the people at this tournament, I might. No. Isn't Grimbold's coming? Isn't he? Will?
No, not this one.
Damn it! All right, then yeah, I might be the closest to it.
I heard yes.
I'm retired.
I heard Chris. Write it down. You're taking
Yep.
notes.
I just want to see. I want to see what Aaron posts in the internal Highborn thread about him taking this thing finally, and what Aaron has to say to try and get this thing removed and upgraded to something better.
Yeah,
'Cause
no,
I got
exactly.
through.
My problem is that every year I've been like, we need to reduce the points on this because nobody ever takes it literally, and now somebody will have taken it, so my argument goes out the window.
Yeah.
It's
now
gonna
you're
get a
already
points hike.
one guy in 3 years in the entire world. Took
Yep. There you go.
Plus 5 points.
It must be worth it. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, that is the best rule of cool as far as the list goes we've seen so far.
He also has a commander on a giant eagle just flying around too for 215 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
I think
That's why.
you guys are right. I think this is a one that on paper should go the Highborn Elves way. I think that Darkhide on the 2 Greater Demons is interesting and could end up with some kind of sneaky tricks in the deployment phase. And 6 Hoarders with Mirrored Skills is never to be messed with. But yeah, I think the Highborn have enough range damage to really smush these demons pretty bad. So I gotta give it to Michael. Good luck, Michael. I love your list.
And it's again, it's diagonal deployment, so Michael can just deploy back at the 35-inch range and just go pew 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 pew.
I'd love to say that Ryan's Titan Slayer Chariot has all these like massive targets to go after. They're like that tall, so yeah. I'm gonna go with Michael as well.
Screw it. I'm going with the demons. The Scourge is gonna rock.
Kenyon's just salty that we all picked against him still.
Damn you all. All right.
I don't dislike the demon list. I mean, as demon lists go, if I'm gonna run one, damn Skippy, it's gonna have a freaking Vandara and Sibaresh running around with a bunch of Myrmidons and a Blazing Glory or 2. Like he's doing it right. I don't know. I just don't know.
Will, who you got?
I'm leaning more towards the demons as well. I just don't have as much faith in the shooting. I mean, maybe if the high elf play our corners, but I just think the demon closes the distance too fast. So I'm leaning demons.
All right.
They're coming right at us.
All right, moving on.
I like it. A split decision. That makes it more fun.
Actually, isn't Michael channeling 6 with the banner? Because he got the Navigator's banner?
No, it's the
Navigator's the distracting first turn one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That does mean that nothing can fight that sword master unit, though.
No. Send the chariot in. Kill a few guys and then die.
Yeah.
All right. Matchup number 8, Luke DeGallon versus Rob Navarez. Luke's on Soaring Ancients with a Quaddle. Protean magic. So, a veteran on a Raptor. A Skink Priest on Shamanism. 30 Warriors. 15 Skink Braves. 20 Temple Guard. 4 Caimans, 4 Caimans. 5 Raptors. 3 Pterodons, 3 Pterodons, Taurosaur.
Nice, well-rounded list.
Yeah, it's really it's a like kind of just even list. The Warriors are on Crocodile, so they're a 3-up armor in combat. I don't know.
I like the list. I think it's pretty flexible. It's got a little bit of everything. That veteran on Raptor is nasty. It's got an awesome magic phase. Like, I don't think that there's a matchup that magic phase is bad against because it just has like one of everything, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think and it synergize. I mean that Crocodile brick with Know Thy Enemy or Spectral Blades or Awaken the Beast or any of the buffs. I mean, it just goes insane. So it's a cool list, I think.
It's a crocodile, sir.
Alright, Rob.
Honestly, like, you've got 3 distinct pieces of capable chaff that actually are utilitarian in their own right. So it's a capable list. I'm a little worried about what it's going to do against a decently paced KOE army.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rob's bringing the KOE.
He's got beef.
He's got his general on a Hippogriff, Crusader Salvation, Fortress of Faith, Questing Oath, Damsel on Druidism, Master, a Paladin BSB on Horse, 12 Knights of the Realm, 12 Knights of the Realm, 8 Grail Knights, 9 Questing Knights, 5 Yeomen, and 5 Peg Knights, which you don't see very often.
6 Peg Knights.
I'm sorry, 6. My apologies.
Oh my god, it's getting larger. Hey, if you're gonna go peg night, you might as well just go full peg.
Yeah.
You've
not
done
let-
that before, haven't you, Josh? Gone full peg?
Oh, I typically go full peg. You'd see me in a game of Chinese checkers. I'm peg all over the place.
Yeah, we just got demonetized. That's a lot of beef for a KOE list.
Demonetized? I thought there were no demons in this matchup.
Ooh.
No?
That's four big bricks and the big pig unit.
Yeah, this is a throwing out in the middle of the board, both lists.
Yeah. I just don't see, unless Luke gets a Taurus or charge into one of the Night Bricks, I don't see how he can kill the Night Bricks. Because they go before everything in his army, besides the Spear Warriors, maybe?
But they don't have exactly like the right staying power unless the characters do real work. So
And plus he's
there's
got
going to be a need to set up some tricky, flank charges, and movement's going to be key.
Yeah.
but he's got the 2 units of
They're
Pterodon,
not
so he
wild.
can shaft whatever he
Throwaway
wants.
chaff tend to like jack up movement.
I think that crocodile brick is kind of the key pivot point of this game, right? Because that's if it gets charged in the front, that's base AP3, right? Before Awaken the Beast, before Spectral Blades, before Know Thy Enemy. Like, I think that it's hard because that can create kind of a no-go zone for his opponent. But then it still becomes like, how does he get points off of him? He doesn't engage, and he can pick up a lot of cool stuff by just kind of going around the flank. So I think it might be hard for him to get a big win because it's hard for him to take those central bricks off. But yeah, I agree. It's tough. It's going to be hard for him to grab points easily in this one, I think. I don't know.
I think you see a double charge in the Temple Guard. I think he avoids the Saurian Warriors because there's no real reason to go in there. 700 points, true. But unless he's got overwhelming odds, there's no reason to go in there. He just double charges the Temple Guard, picks up the Temple Guard and the Ploddle, and says, "Here's my point. What are you going to do about it?"
Yeah, he's got to keep that bunker safe. I mean, I would just park them behind the behind the Warriors and say, Temple Guard aren't fighting this game.
He doesn't
No.
have a Flame Ward on the Hippogriff guy, though. So he can lash him every turn.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, Lash is a big spell in this match for sure.
You know, I think I'm going with the Saurian Ancients. I think he has enough chaff to take care of the big bricks, and I think he has lasting power in combat.
I think I'm going that Kenyon has a biased opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think Rob, who's an experienced player who likes these custom lists where he has a weakness built in, kind of. In this case, absolutely nothing really with range, including magic.
He's got 10 bows.
Yeah, as I said. He's an experienced player. I don't know much. I don't really think anything about Luke, but I just feel Rob's experience may carry him through with this because he's just got so much greater distance, and Luke just has to sit there and take whatever he throws at him. Granted, you can set up charges and all the other stuff, or counters and all the other stuff, but when you put 2 night bricks into something, it's not going to stay there for you to counter constantly.
All right. Fair enough. Any other comments on these lists?
I'm gonna lean. Luke is a clubmate of mine. Really solid guy, good general. I think list on list, I'd lean Rob, but maybe not like a huge win, kind of like in that like 13-point range, something like that. Because I just think it's hard for him to get like big points off of it without trying to go into the central brick.
Yeah,
Rob's going to be 6 fireball shots deep already and just charge everything.
What's the final verdict, everyone?
Josh left. Will, what do you think?
I'm going Aquitaine.
Yep.
All right. Go Soaring Nation. Go Lizards. All right, we got matchup 9, Marcos versus Gabriel Asuna. Marcos is playing
The
KOE.
Artman.
We gotta start this off by everybody thanking Marcos for being like the source of 90% of the art in the 9th age. Thank you,
Yeah.
Marcos. You're
Thank
the
you,
best.
Marcos.
Thank you.
100%.
Awesome,
100%.
awesome guy to play. Awesome for what he does for the project. Marcus is all around an awesome guy.
Yeah, and if you're lucky like me, he's 3D printed shields for me. He's 3D printed a custom, what's it called, Empire Inquisitor. He's a genius when it comes to designing and sculpting. And he's got a
he's
Patreon.
sculpting his own models too, right? Well, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be ready for Joust, but he has an entire Equitane army that's all his own sculpts. That looks
Nice.
incredible.
Amazing.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Okay, he's got a Duke on a horse, Super Dex on a lance, Crusader Salvation, Rock, Might, Grail Oath, 2 Damsels, 1 on a Unicorn, which you don't see very often. That's a Master on Druidism, also an Adept on Divination, Paladin BSB on a Warhorse with the Oriflamme, Daring, Grail Oath, 10 Knights of the Realm, Banner of the Last Charge, 5 Knights Aspirant, Banner of Speed, 5 Knights Aspirant, Banner of Speed, 8 Grail Knights, Banner of Speed, 20 Forlorn with the Aether icon, 8 Yeomen, and 2 Scorpions.
You mispronounced cannon there at the end. The 130 point cannon.
Yeah, he has the best cannon in the game.
Yeah.
Changed my mind.
Changed my mind, yeah.
I like it. I mean, he's some he doesn't have the Hippo Lord. I really like the Druidism Master with a backup Adept. I've more typically seeing Shamanism, but I like Divination. He's got a lot of stuff on the table. The Forlorn Brick is a nice alternative to just more and more knights, and the Scorpions are great against big stuff, as previously mentioned. So I think it's a good list.
Gabe is up here in your neck of the woods, right, Josh?
Yeah, Gabe is a newer player who has been really putting his back into it as far as getting to know a couple different armies, Infernal Dwarves being one of them, and has played this very similar variants to this particular list many times. So I think the plan is shove the Citadel Guard, bang bang bang, and if you come anywhere near me, you've got Torox in the face, and that can't be good for anyone. By the way, if you hang back, rocket batteries to the face, that can't be good for anyone. So you've got a utility like Citizen Giant running around trying to plug any hole that needs to be plugged.
Nobody
Alchemy
say
makes
anything.
things interesting. So I really I gotta admit, man, I'm really torn. Marcos's list is sick. Like that's a pretty balanced list. So yeah.
I think the Might Duke is the big difference maker in this, because that Might Duke can go in and take off an entire unit of Torok Anointed, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And he has Daring in the BSB, so he's rolling 46 for charge range. Dropping.
Yeah.
46 inches is a lot. I'm just saying.
So that's a lot.
Yeah, I think it's I want to give Gabriel big kudos for the double bodyguard Torok Anointed bricks is pretty awesome. I don't think I've seen that before. That's pretty neat. And because he's gone light on magic, he's been able to fit in a lot into this list.
Yeah.
I think it's a cool list. The Might Duke skews this matchup, I think, quite a bit, and the Scorpions too.
Yep.
So that's tough for Gabriel, but I don't think it's like a walkover for either. I think it's an interesting match. It's got some puts and takes for sure.
3 banners of speed, man. Wow. Oof.
That's really cool.
They feel a
You
little
thought they
wasted
would have
on the
clicked
aspirants.
before.
They feel a little wasted on these small aspirants, but getting chaff in the right places is important. So I can see it.
I'll have to chime in and say that Marcos is going to play very well, but his dice are going to betray him like they always do. Every game, he'll line up 3, 6-inch charges, and he'll fail 2 of them. And so that is inevitable. If not this game, at least a couple games in the tournament.
Now you know why he has 3 banners of speed.
Yep.
And then
Well,
there you go.
now that you said that, I'm going with Gabe. He's gonna send that Duke into one of the Torok units, flub, and then Torok's gonna beat him up.
Ouch.
The Duke would have to roll an exceeding large amount of 1s to flub.
I'm
It
just
can be
joking,
done.
Marcos. You're not gonna flub. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I like Gabe's list a lot.
Yeah.
I like
I
how
can even
Gabe-
see. I can even see chaffing with the Citadel Guard if they're far enough forward, and like something happens and whatever. Like you charge the Citadel Guard, even if you run them down. Like, oh, okay, whatever. You kill the Citadel Guard, right? But now you're in positions for the Tarok to just eat something, like just eat whatever ran them down. So it's got potential.
Yeah.
I just can't get over 2 rocket batteries. It's like I took 4 giant monsters and you have 2 multi-load rocket batteries. Why?
Yeah, they went through a
Especially
robot.
with the engineers too. That makes them really deadly.
That's rough.
But Marcos doesn't have any monsters, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna lean it to Marcos with maybe a small win here.
Yep.
I agree.
KOE.
All right, Marcos, you got the.
All right,
you got...
I'm putting one more forward. If Gabe beats Marcos with a 16-4 or better, I'm buying everyone drinks.
Oh shit.
That's number 4.
Get that
So what
spreadsheet
you're
out.
saying is that you don't really think
So
he
I'm
has
gonna
a
give it to
chance.
Gabe, just in the interest of more impetus towards that outcome.
All right, next up, matchup
This
10.
next matchup feels bad.
Matt Abernathy
Real bad.
versus Daryl Grigsby. Matt Abernathy's on Highborn Elves, High Prince on an Ancient Dragon. Ooh, great weapon in Super Decks. Commander BSB, Master of the Krennic Tower. Master Mage on Cosmology. 31
I've never seen that
spears.
before.
31 spears with Rima. 21 Sea Guard. 12 archers. 24 Flame Wardens with Rending Banner. 5 Knights of Rima. 10 Lion Guard. Band of Becalming. Giant Eagle, and 5 Grey Watchers.
What's Bailey Highlander do?
They
It
can
makes them
skirmish.
skirmish. Yeah,
Got it.
it's a good bunker. I like the list a lot. Obviously, I ran something somewhat similar last year to March to War.
Exact same list you ran.
That's an interesting. I didn't know you could do that with Lion Guard.
Mm-hmm.
Not taken often.
Yeah.
If only he didn't have to play 2 cannons.
Yeah.
And a Might Destruction King on a War Throne.
Yeah.
But Daryl letting me down. He's always been a Saurian Ancient, long-time Saurian Ancient player, and he's playing dwarves. Like, come on.
I,
Yeah,
I,
it
will
looks like he
take,
wants to win. It's weird.
I will take some blame for this, considering the last time I played Daryl Grigsby was at SoCal Joust, and we had the 15-minute game where he sat in one corner and I sat in the other corner. I dropped comments on him for 6 turns. He spelled the comments for 6 turns, and I ended up with an 11-9 win. He's making it so that can't happen to him again, which I applaud you, sir.
Oh, he's got the
Chris,
crazy general.
That's a crime. That's a crime to drive somebody to dwarves. Okay, it's a 9-page.
Yeah.
You just admitted to it on camera.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what my pinned tweet on my Twitter that I don't use often enough, but still, it's a picture of, why can't I think of his name? Will, what's his name?
Devin.
Devin, thank you. It's a picture of Devin, and my caption is, I fucking hate dwarves. So, it's a double crime that I did that, so I admit it.
Yeah, Deep Watch triggered me a little bit just because of Devin.
He's only got 30 of them. It's fine.
Just 30, whatever.
When I see
Oh.
them and I see only 615 points, I want to see like 900 points for that unit. But only 615.
But you know what? The Flame Wardens fighting the Deep Watch is like the best because it's just three up, 5 up, 5 up, 4 up.
That's
Next
like
round,
watching paint
nobody
dry.
dies. Yeah, exactly. We'll
But
shake
that's
it
not
up.
what's happening here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a rough matchup. Ugh.
Yeah, this is. I
I
like
like
that
the
hybrid
Micah
helpless a
rock.
lot, but
Yeah.
not against double cannon.
Big
Super
stubborn
King.
prick, Super
Yeah.
King.
Ugh, Daryl, I'm gonna give it
Fingers.
to you, but I hate you for taking dwarfs. But beyond that, you're gonna win.
It's a good list. And he's got Devouring and Denial. And 6 spells.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yuck.
that especially sucks for this Highborn list, which because it really relies on the heals, and he basically will be scared to use them for fear of having them eaten. It's awful.
Yeah, you just eat the mocked attribute. You let him heal one time, then you just eat it.
Yeah.
So on my Book of Arcane Mastery, like I actually have written down under Grave Calls, I'm like dwarves in like big letters, just to remind me not to cast it round 1. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah, that's
anyway,
tough. I gotta give it to
say-
Daryl.
My vote's going to Daryl.
No.
So I just pulled up the map for this game, and it's B2. And there's 2 hills right in the middle of the table on either side, and there's 2 big houses.
Oh
So he's gonna have some room to hide that dragon. I mean, Daryl can split his cannons and give him only hide from 1, but the terrain and the map is really gonna play a part in this one, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, he could deny the game, and come out with like a 6 or 7 for sure. Like, I mean, that's definitely doable.
Are we doing blind deployment round 1 or no?
No,
No. Okay.
I don't have any more pizza boxes from last time.
Oh.
Will, do you need me to? I have the cardboard from Tides.
What are you gonna
Maybe
throw it in
next
the?
year.
He's gonna throw it on the overhead bin out on the plane. Are you driving out?
I'm driving.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Will is giving the answer that every sane TO would have about blind deployment. Just no.
I run blind deployment every year at Tides, and I always will. I love that.
Sane TO.
Well, and remember, I don't know if you guys remember last time at Joust, but we were in a dance studio and there were mirrors on both walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
which I
pretty
was
sure that's
like-
why Daryl beat me last year round 1. He saw my blind deployment.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe at the game store next time.
All right, moving on.
Hey, look who it is.
Mr. Josh Guerin versus Johnny Milano.
I know that guy.
Josh, tell me about your list. Tell me about your list.
My list involves large monsters and hateful blocks. And there you have it.
Yeah.
I got tired of running the dragon because everyone and their grandmother has artillery and it's extra bonus points to kill anything with wings. So clipped wings, not for me. Going with something else. The Feldrak Ancestor with Super Dex is just a must take. Best ever. Doomlord, Wasteland Behemoth, Halberd with Touch of Greatness, and Immortal Gauntlets. As long as I play my Bell tokens right, that is a character killer. He's big, he's ugly, he don't fight back so good, but we love him. We've got a Sorcerer Wizard Master on Occultism because, Bell Walker. And 20 Warriors with Greed with a Rending Banner, 8 Chosen with Greed with a Rending Banner, 8 Barbarian Horsemen, either to use as scoring or as chaff or as a place to hide the wizard. It really varies game to game. We have Pliny the Feldrak Elder, Tiny the Feldrak Elder, and 4,500 points on the dot. Automatically means the list is correct. It's undeniable. Sorry. Full points equals correct list. So yeah.
I think we should have Josh read every list going forward.
Good.
I like that walkthrough was great.
Johnny
What
got?
happened was
It's a
Oh, dude,
pretty,
he's
it's a pretty
got-
subtle list, Josh. How does it work?
subtlety.
Yeah.
Yes,
What do you do
very
with it?
subtle. It's a what do you call it? Just push win. No, honestly, it depends. I think it's flexible. The greed really gives you a lot of options depending on what you're fighting. You can go sword and board with rending banner, so you still got some AP.
You can't go sword and board with greed.
You certainly can go sword and board with greed. The hell you can't. Why can't you?
Because you have a special weapon. You can't.
I have several special weapons, and I don't have to use them. I'm not assigned a special weapon. There's no individual special weapon that must be used.
They get weapon master, don't they? I thought that
Yes.
Can't they pick the hand weapon and shield?
Yes.
I thought they weren't allowed to pick the shield because of the fact. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay.
No,
Fine.
we love you, Chris, but that's it's okay to be wrong.
All right.
Me too. Twice on Sunday.
All right. So who are you playing? Who are you playing?
And by the way, Chris, I named my Feldrak Elders according to their modeling, so they become cooler than yours.
Yeah, it says this includes using a hand weapon even if they have other weapons.
By the way, I gotta mention I got my my 3-year-old a Tiny Pliny T-shirt.
Tiny
that says half pint on the back. So
awesome.
I wish she was coming with me, Josh, because then she could watch.
I need a third character called Half Pint now.
Exactly. There you go. Maybe that's
the ancestor's name or the Doom Lord. Yeah.
I think Half Pint is a sorcerer. If you see this sorcerer, he's like 8 times too large for the horse he's riding on. I mean, there's all kinds of bestiality comments going on. So maybe he's Half Pint. I think that might be his new name.
I like it. I'm happy to help.
Ooh. All right, Johnny. Johnny is running O&G, Orc Warlord General on a Wyvern, Shady Shaken Death Cheater, Orc Shaman Wizard Master.
You had me at Wyvern.
Yeah. Orc Shaman Wizard Master on Shamanism, Goblin King on a Cave Gnasher, Ghostly Guard and Shield Breaker, Goblin Witch Doctor Apprentice on Pyromancy, 30 Ed Bashers Common Orcs, Green Tide, 10 Boar Riders Common, 31 Cave Goblins with no Madgets, and then 2 units of 6 Bridge Trolls. Super interesting. 5 Goblin Raiders, Gargantula, Great Green LBSB.
I feel good about the Bridge Trolls, much more so than River Trolls. But 2 units of Trolls, never a good thing.
Yeah, but you're
no flaming in sight.
Your Immortal Gauntlets.
We're in LA, so the trolls are kind of a problem, dude. That's not good for me. The Boar Riders, I think I can handle, even if they come in hard. I've got answers to that question.
Don't say anything.
Don't let them know your spells. No one. That's the secret.
Wow. No, everybody say something. What are you talking about? It's a list review. You got to let it all hang out.
I think if Josh can kill the Wyvern, this becomes much easier, and you have the occultism to do it.
If I kill the Wyvern, I get to call it Shirley.
I mean, because then the Bridge Trolls become totally unusable for the most part, and everything else just gets much easier.
They become very usable if they're already in combat.
That's true.
Sure, but if you kill the Wyvern before they get there, or stall them for that. I just think that I think you've got a good chance at this, but Johnny does have some ways that he can be okay if he can zone the Elders with the GGI. There's some things he can do. So I think I'll give Josh a small win, but I think Johnny's got a chance.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I go Josh, even though you let me down at Wicked. So redemption tour.
I think I gotta
Me and
go
Josh spent an hour and a half on a plane talking about how he should hide his general turn 1 against 2 cannons, and I turn around and he has him sitting on top of a hill, just like right in front of the 2 cannons. I'm just like, whatever. Cool, do it.
It's a subtle list, you don't question his methods.
Yeah, subtlety, it's what we do.
Yeah.
It's a bag of hammers.
Yeah, I think this is a this is it's not like an easy one for you, Josh, but I do think you've got the tools. There's a couple things in Johnny's list, like the head bashers not having spears over paired weapons. Like I could understand the paired weapons on ferals, but spears, I think, clear improvement for the base common ones. Yeah, just like a couple little things like that, I think is interesting. Like why kid out that if your whole army falls apart if that warlord dies, like why kid him out for combat? Like he should be running around, giving leadership, and kind of hiding in general. So I think there's a like the shady shanking on him, I think is not worth the investment. But I mean, yeah, I think it's going to be tough. You're way more mobile than he is. Your monsters match up well against his monsters in general. I think like you've got the list on list advantage, but it's a lot of beef and he's got a lot of hitting power. So I think I'm giving it slight win to Josh.
Yeah, same here.
I'll chime in and say that Johnny and I both have been playing a lot of Total Warhammer on Steam. And Johnny, I think, made this list just to play like an orc army in that game. And, obviously I'll be floating around and scoring paint and stuff, but I think this is the table that I'm going to hang out and watch the most just because it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of stuff in the middle just dying. Yeah. But I think I'm also leaning towards Josh.
All right, Josh, don't let us down. It's a clean sweep.
Realize if I lose 2 8s and everybody sucks. It's entirely possible. I've lost to orcs before.
So Josh, if you lose
you
this,
lose
are you buying us
218.
around?
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Will.
Yeah, there we go.
There's the fifth one.
We're 11 lists in, and we've got five tallies on Josh.
So we're missing 6. Let's go back through the list and find the other 6.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. All right, next up is Aaron Chom himself versus Brian Henry. Aaron, do you want to talk about your list?
Yeah, I'll try to do it justice. I won't be quite as cool as Josh, but so it's it's the High Prince, Master of the Kranich Tower, so the 5 spells, Destiny's Call and the Sliver, which I haven't taken to a tournament in 3 years, so I'm kind of excited to try it out. I didn't like it the last time I played with it, so we'll see how it goes.
Aaron tries to hide the Sliver. He's not real,
We got the Div Adept with Book of Arcane Mastery, Dragonfire Gem. We've got the Queen's Companion BSB, just 2 times Aether Icon for MR2 and giving his unit quick to fire. 29 Seaguard with the Flaming Standard, 20 Citizen Spears, 5 Reavers for some chaff, 18 Lion Guard to carry the banner of Becalming around and scare all these bloody Feldrax that seem to be ubiquitous. 5 Grey Watchers, 3 Reapers, a Frost Phoenix, and then because you allowed it, Will, I had to take a couple of Giants, so a couple of Highborn Giants with clubs. There you go.
A couple of Giants.
Highborn Giant, isn't that an oxymoron?
Come on, nobody's seen that on the table before. I'm excited.
You missed an opportunity to name them there.
They haven't really had gotten that much play, so I'm sort of waiting for an opportunity to name them. But my daughter named. I'm using one of them has the sword, Durthu's sword, and she named the sword. So I will. I'm gonna write up a little fluff piece for my army to give out to all of my opponents, and I'm gonna have the sword's name in that fluff piece there for all of you guys. So something to look forward to. So yeah, that's the list.
And did you change it much from when I played you, Aaron?
Yeah, I did. I took out I had a Queensguard unit in there.
Oh yeah, you did, yeah.
I wanted the 4th scoring, but after just like a number of iterations, they weren't. I think with Queensguard, you kind of got to go big or go home. Don't say anything, Josh. And then so I tweaked some things around that, but the rest of it is pretty much what you thought for.
It's a good list. It's a very good list.
It's an awful list.
Ben doesn't like it because we had a practice game and I finally beat him for the first time in like 2 years.
It's fine.
Aaron, you don't have to say I'm fond of your Sliver.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Careful what drinks Josh gives you there, Aaron.
If you beat me, Josh, I'll say that to you. There you go.
I mean,
you got
I
it.
think that
Oh,
was an
there's the sixth
invitation.
button.
We shall get it on camera.
All right, what is Brian bringing? Brian's bringing a Chosen Lord General on a Dark Chariot, Burning Portent, Talisman of Shielding, Wrath, Luck of the Gods, Sorcerer on a Dark Chariot, Adept on Evocation, with Plate Armor, Basalt, and Paired Weapons Hero Heart. 20 Warriors of Sloth with Zealot's Banner, 8 Warhounds, 10 Chosen of Greed with Icon of the Infinite, a Battle Shrine, Lord of the Damned, 2 Wretched Ones, a Hellmaw with the 2 Ominous Gateways, and then 2 Forsaken Ones.
If you've ever played 4 units of random movers with gateways, I mean, let's just zigzag that crisscross. that is crazy utilitarian. And you know, the two chariots are no joke. I've got you know, Burning Portent, Chosen Lord on a chariot. Like, hi,
With
my
Wrath.
name's
That's ballsy.
With Wrath.
my name's Your Mind.
Yeah.
I got 5 wounds. Can you do them all? I don't think you can. You know what I mean? Like, charging right into 6 trolls, like, get some. So yeah, that's going to be problematic across the board. And he's got his
He's
little
got
button
a 1-up, 4-up. The Chosen Lord does.
Yeah.
And who are you going to strike at? The Sorcerer? No, I think you're going to kill the Chosen Lord. So yeah, you get those 2 into combat together. That's a real issue.
Yeah.
I think that because what I would anticipate at least is that the 2 chariots are going to be in a unit. Maybe even because, correct me if I'm wrong, can't they join the Battle Shrine?
Let me look at the unit type. I don't remember.
They're all constructs.
Yeah, I think they can.
And yeah, you could.
So put that in there to lower the risk of lash. And then send all the random movers forward to deal with, you know, the elves. I think it's an uphill battle still for Brian because the Chosen Lord doesn't have a great target other than the Giants and the Frost Phoenix. He loses out to the Sliver guy.
Nah, he gets
Yeah,
challenged by the Dragonfire gem, dude.
Yes, that is also
And then they sit there forever.
yeah. I definitely think that Chom's got an edge here. Because even if all those things do happen, okay, I have to lash into the three units. I'm still doing a wound on each, shooting into them, whatever. Yeah, I think Chom, I like your own.
Yeah, I think it's close, but I think Aaron's got an edge, but it's not a guarantee in my book.
Honestly,
Yeah,
until Aaron,
that Chariot Lord is beefy, and this
He's
is the
real
character
beefy.
killing mission, right?
Yeah.
So that's
yeah.
it puts some downward pressure on the on what I can get because
Or
that
it's the
guy's
40
tough
mil.
to take off.
Or it's the 40 mil base killing machine, which you don't really have. But by the same token, you know, you can't scare it with anything big. I honestly, your 2 giants are kind of your saving grace on this, because if they get into something that doesn't kill them, they'll kill it. And there's only so many its that Brian has to work with. And that's the disadvantage of playing, you know, a big unit heavy warriors list. Yeah, it's tough.
He's
So
paying
the
a lot
Battle
of.
Shrine mixes stuff up. It makes it doesn't put all the magic in one place. And you know, the 10 chosen obviously are no joke. But it's the wretched ones, the forsaken ones, the chosen, and the gateway. Like, are you afraid of them coming at you from the side or the rear? Like, you know, you've got kind of a battle line, and they could give a rat's ass, like, basically. So, plus the 2 characters just roll up the center and take any comers. It's tricky.
Aaron's gonna win. 18-2.
18-2. Woo!
That's a big number.
Wow.
All right, Aaron, you got our votes. Or no, Will, did you say?
I was gonna pull up the map and or the battle map, and I think it's B4, which is a really crazy one with the Frontier Farm.
Oh shit, that's a lot of walls for 2 chariots to try to run over.
Right.
That's
There's
something.
It's a lot of terrain. So I think that's gonna help the High Elves more than it's gonna help the Warriors. And then Brian has played for a long time, but he hasn't played in a long time. So I think he's going to be rusty. And I think, Aaron, you've been playing on UB all year, right?
Aaron plays occasionally.
I think it's a lot of it comes that Helma. I've played people with good players with double Helma, and they can do some crazy stuff with it. So I mean, if he's got some mileage under his belt with that Helma, that's troublesome, definitely for sure. But I have played a little bit of UV.
I think it's double mileage with the random movers. I just think that they come out and they just, they could care less which way they're pointing and they just go wherever. But
Can he portal the Forsaken ones?
Not the Forsaken ones because they're gigantic, but
But
he
the
do the
wretched
little
ones.
ones. The little ones he can.
But remember, the
Those are
wretched
just
ones are just
single
one
models,
Yeah,
right?
they're single models.
Yeah.
They're not
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry,
news
that's
to me.
fine.
The chosen are the ones that you have to worry about going through the gateway, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's a turn 1 chosen 3 inches away from your battle line.
Because the wretched ones aren't. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna give it to Aaron, but only by a slight margin. I'm thinking like 13-7.
I love you too, Josh.
All right,
Hey,
moving on.
You're
We spent too much time on this
up
matchup.
automatically, right? 'Cause you've only got 2 characters.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, Garrett Sorensen versus Eric Claussen.
Okay,
Garrett's.
I want to say this about this army. Fuck this army.
Oh,
This is bullshit.
Garrett's army, yeah.
Oh wait, you mean because there's 2 cannons? We agree with each other, Chris.
2 cannons, 2
There should
scradabolts,
not be an
2
army
units of
that can take
bombardiers.
4 war machine and 7 scatterguns in one army. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's a lot of shooting. You gotta hope
This
he rolls
is
some
the-
ones.
Make people hate Warhammer list.
Mm-hmm.
We are talking about the ogres.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. I played this list and I hated playing it. Like, I was the one playing it and it was awful. It just does everything.
The worst part about it is that the war machines aren't war machines. They're
No, they're
high,
can.
they're high wound chariots.
Yeah, they're T5 chariots.
You can't just throw pyromancy at them and get rid of them.
Yeah.
In my game against this list when I played Pablo, I had walked up the Doomlord up to them. And I'm like, I can't walk any closer because you're gonna send 3 chariots into me.
You
And
can
the
get triple
Doomlord will kill
charged.
1,
Yeah.
but that's it.
Alright, what's Eric running?
Eric is running EOS, Wizard on Arcane Engine, Arcane Shield, Master on Pyromancy, a Prelate on foot with Dust Forge and Imperial Seal, Martial BSB with Witchfire Guard. I don't even know what that does. And Death Warrant. 10 Electoral Cav, Knightly Orders with Banner Discipline. 5 Electoral Cav with Lances. 10 Heavy Infantry. 10 Handgunners, 10 Crossbowmen. 28 Imperial Guard with Hand Weapon Shield and Banner of Unity. 4 Knights of the Sun Griffin with Aether Icon. 5 Readers, a cannon, a volley gun, and a steam tank.
It's a solid list.
Yeah, it's pretty well rounded.
740 point wizard on the engine's kind of scary, but
Cannon,
Is that
cannon,
the-
cannon.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Eric's in a little bit of trouble here.
The steam tank can't go into the Death Star because of Kadai's legacy.
the Scratapults eat the Imperial Guard unit.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a rough matchup.
He's got pyro, right? Yeah, he's got pyro to just burn the army off the ground. This is really bad for Eric.
The Sun Griffin Knights can be okay as long as they don't fight the Kadai Legacy guy.
Yeah.
But you also have 7 Bombardiers.
Yeah. Garrett's a good player. He's experienced. He knows what he's doing. And this list is just meant to... Like, some armies, like, you know, you could call mine and Josh's armies kind of push forward and you know, not have to think too hard. This is sit back and not have to think too hard. I shoot or magic whatever the fuck comes near me.
Here's to thinking too hard.
So I played against Garrett's list a couple weeks ago, and the list that I took was not too different from Eric's list. And if Garrett has an unlucky round of shooting early in the game, it can all turn sour quick. If the cannons aren't putting out work, if the Stratopults aren't putting out work, and Eric is able to put pressure with his Knights of Sun Griffin, and even his Electoral Cavalry, both those units can pick up those chariots.
Yeah.
And so the shooting game will really determine this. When I played Garrett, his cannons were all laser guided, and it was over fast.
Mm-hmm.
But dice could determine it pretty early.
Yeah.
No, that's a good point. It's going to put Eric in a weird position. I think Eric has to push. I don't think he can hide. He has to push and then get into those war machines.
Yeah.
But you know, Eric's army doesn't want to push, so it's a little weird.
Yeah, I mean that Imperial Guard unit can fight anything in Garrett's list because you have the Arcane Shield, so everything on the overlist hitting it on 5s. He just wins through combat res. But it's whether or not he gets there without being Stratopulted to death.
You're gonna get there
Say
without
you
any
go-
guys.
Yeah.
You go chariot cannon hunting, and you just push and shove and charge. And if the chariots charge you back in return, they're not shooting. So yeah, let's just strength for them to death. I mean,
And
it's
don't
a better
forget,
option than getting obliterated.
Eric has 2 cannons himself and a volley gun. He could shoot things off the board.
And I will say this: his list has 1 more point, so clearly an edge in his favor.
Big edge. Game changer.
I think, I'm still giving it to Garrett, but it's maybe not like he's not going to 20 him, but there's a chance both ways. It's going to be a swingy game. I'll give it that.
Both sides, because this should be B5, both sides will have something to hide things behind. So that wizard should be okay for the first turn at least. And then you're really going to have to split your army around those ruins in the middle, so it'll be interesting to see what happens from that.
All right, what do you guys think?
I'm going with Garrett. He's played against my Empire list too many times, and he's gonna already have a game plan going into this.
Agreed.
Yeah. I don't want to pick that list because I hate that list, but I agree.
All right, Garrett.
I mean,
All right, next matchup.
No, sorry, gotta go with Eric. Clearly, 2 cannons. Violation. Steam can. In this particular case, you know, the steam tank does not count as an extra cannon, just because 1 extra point and 2 cannons. So, good luck, Eric.
All right, matchup 14, Jeff Durham versus Tim Simpson. I think everyone knows Jeff Durham is a really good player, and he has been running this list is this his Warriors list that he runs all the time?
This is the same list he's ran for 4 years.
yep.
Identical.
So he knows how to play it.
Literally
not a single
never
tweak.
changes it. Never changes it. Oh, he said he changed it because he now has the Relentless Company instead of the Banner of Speed on the Warriors. So, you know, huge
Big changes. Big changes.
Just saying. Change is the only constant.
It's a good list.
Mortal
It's got a lot
Gauntlets.
of magic. And a lot of Feldrax.
Yeah, double master, evocation and occultism, a chosen lord with the on a war dais with the mortal gauntlets, and shield breaker.
And Dark
Six-
Prelit.
Oh, Dark Prelate too. Okay, there you go.
He's got 10 spells, yeah.
16 warriors, Band of Relentless Company, 2 units of dogs,
26.
2 units of 5
26
Veldrakes, 26. 2 units of 5 Veldrakes, both with Banner Discipline, 5 warrior knights with lance, and a warrior chariot.
Wow, Veldrax with discipline. Oh, that's something. Didn't even occur to me to do that. That's a great call. Plus, he's got 3 casters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
It's a lot of magic, yeah.
He went with warrior knights and a warrior chariot instead of chosen knights, which I can see in a lot of situations being better.
Yeah, but for
This
that
is
amount
the
of
thought
points,
out
you're getting,
list.
what,
And
3
two-
warriors? Are
and
you getting
two
3
Yeah,
chosen
yeah.
knights?
He's already got the beef in the list. He's with those. He's looking for more utility.
And he's
Yeah.
got 2 units of chaff to complement the utility. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so chosen lord with gluttony. Oh, because everything, shield breaker wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Just to be sure.
All right. He's up against Tim, who is running ID. Profit on a Great Bowl of Shamut. Occultism.
The big bowl.
The Big Bowl. Flame of the East. I don't know what that one does. Rain Desiccation, Obsidian Rock. He's got a Lamasu Scholar. 15 Citadel Guard with Flintlock Axes and Flaming Standard. 30 Vassal Levies with the Flaming Standard. 20 Shackled Slaves. 6 Turok Anointed. Ooh.
Jesus.
6 Turok Anointed. 2 units of 6 Turok
Good
Anointed.
lord.
2 Titan
Double
Mortars.
Turok!
Double Titan Mortar. And then a Kadim Chariot.
I like
That's-
this list. This is kind of cool.
That's a cool list.
Double Titan Mortar could do some work on that 26 warrior block.
True.
Yeah,
True.
good. They will have to die quickly, I think, will be Jeff's perspective.
You know how I said earlier I was going to watch Johnny and somebody else's game? I think I'm switching to this one.
Yeah, this one will be
I like
good.
I like that they have the 2 units that are 690 and 691. It's like a perfect head-to-head match.
And they're both giant cavalry units too, like the
That's gonna be
big
fun.
bases. Yeah.
That's actually
What's
really cool.
the AP on a Titan mortar? AP 1. Yeah, never mind. I'm going with Jeff, even though I like Tim's list a lot.
I think they're both awesome lists, but Jeff has got a lot of experience with the list, obviously. He's played it a lot. Yeah, I think I'm about to go with Jeff.
I think Jeff can lose the Warriors. I think Jeff can lose the Warriors and still be completely convinced he can win. Because even if you just run the Chosen Lord solo, the Warriors are there to, prevent sniping, basically.
Yeah, it's a delivery system.
Yeah, I mean, and he'll still probably get there with what, like 8, 12 of them? Like, that's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to go with, given the utility and just the balance of the list, I got to go with Jeff. But Tim, I really like your list. I don't want to play your list. I'm scared of Tim.
I don't think that the Chosen Lord can go on his own, because then the 2 Titan Mortars are shooting at him. So, I mean, that's the downside of that.
He won't go on his own until he's charging into combat, though. There's no way. He'll never be on his own.
Right. But
He'll
that's
have
what I'm
his
saying.
people or your people.
Yeah, he can't. There's no chance he can do that. You said that earlier. I thought that's what I heard.
Okay.
The Feldrax, I think, eat the Torek, though.
You think so?
Because, yeah, extra attack.
And an extra round to do it for the Banner of Discipline. They don't bolt.
And an extra hit point. So that makes them out hit. They have more wounds than the Torek do. So
It's 18
I
versus
just think-
20.
Torek
Yeah.
are strength 6, though.
It's
Yes.
true. With,
And the Feldrax way outcharge them. So the Feldrax are going to get the charge, get to go first because they're both agility 3. And then he has, 5, 13, what's he got, 21 attacks?
Yeah, 5s, 5. Well, or 4s by 4s. It's not that great.
Yeah, it's not, but then he's got 18 magic dice. He's got all the spells in the world to give them
Yeah.
reroll a wound, reroll a hit, whatever. yeah, I definitely like this for Jeff.
All right. I think it's pretty clear cut there. Let's move on. Matchup 15, John Gaffrey versus James Starr. The one Vermintwarmer. Ooh. I don't.
Yeah, it's
all
from
these names don't
Washington.
make sense to me.
Or Portland area. Yeah.
Yeah. That is definitely yeah. John's a good guy.
All right, he's got the Vermin Demon. He's got the Plague Patriarch on Occultism. On the Pendulum. Chief BSB with Vermin Valor. 20 Vermin Guard Lightning Rod. 20 Red at Arms Aquila of Ruin. 20 Plague Brotherhood, 10 footpads, 6 Vermin Hulks, 15 Plague Disciples, Meat Grinder, 10 Giant Rats, Dreadmill, Plague Catapult. Yeah, it's that's some Vermin swords, that's some rats there.
It's a one of everything type list.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's James got?
James Empire. Wizard on Arcane Engine. What is with this trend of Wizard on Arcane Engine? I don't think I've ever seen that before until this tournament.
Either. And there's like 6 of them in this
Yeah.
tournament.
Wizard Master on Alchemy. Martial General on a Great Griffin. Lance Ghostly Guard Winter Cloak. Martial BSB on foot with a Death Warrant. Prelate Great Weapon. Essence of Mithril. Locket of Suna. Artificer with a long rifle. 46 heavy infantry with halberd and rending banner. 20 handgunners, marksman pendant, with a champion with a long rifle. 20 crossbows with a long rifle also. 3 Knights of the Sun Griffin with lances. 3 Knights of the Sun Griffin with lances. 5 readers, cannon, steam tank.
So the Arcane Engine combo is, normally an Arcane Engine just has a 5-up armor on its own, and it's more expensive, but when you put it on a Wizard, you can get it to a 3-up, 4-up, and you get a discount on it. And so that's why those are pretty common.
I just feel like it's all of a sudden. I don't remember seeing it before.
This game may come down to the rule for deployment. Because, as we all know, with Vermin Swarm, kill the general, win the game. In this map, which should be B7 by my math, there's one piece of impassable to hide behind in a deployment zone. Bottom left is building. If not for that, you're really going to struggle to, hide that demon from those cannons.
Checks out.
Yeah, that makes sense. Is he going to be able to bust the pendulum with the Plague Brotherhood unit?
With 46 heavy infantry, yeah.
That's a lot of heavy infantry.
Right. You've got to kill the pendulum first, but he's got the tools to do that with the cannon and the stank. He can put the cannon in. He can put the stank into the front of that unit, and that unit will never move again. Because the grinding is only strength 5, not strength 6, so the steam tank's saving on 3s. And the Plague Brotherhood will never scratch the tank, and the tank is just going to bump and grind all day.
Fair enough.
Bump and grind.
The only thing that's going to bother the tank is the Dreadmill or the Disciples. Because the Demon's not going to be able to do it with magic.
Yeah, I'm going to go with James here. It's not going to be a big win, though.
Yeah, I agree. I think James has got it, but it's gonna be a lot of shooting and just kind of waiting for his time.
Yeah. It's a lot of shooting.
James is an incredibly tactical player. So
Yeah,
if
he
it comes
is.
down to like a point-on-point dicey, put it in the right spot at the right time kind of match. He has that covered. So I will definitely give it to James on this one. He's not without problems, but I think he has answers to those questions.
Yeah, I agree. All right, we giving this one to James?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Match number 16. Ashton Mcsaller, is that right? Versus Kirill. I don't want to pronounce your last name.
Cholikov.
Shalikov?
Shalikov, yeah.
Right. Ashton's got dwarves. He's got a king, Rune of Iron, Rune Regiment, hand weapon. Just a killy king. He's got a Thane BSB, who's also pretty killy. He's got an engineer with the Wormslayer rocket. Anvil of Power, 20 Greybeards, 20 Clansmen, 6 Hold Guardians, 23 Kingsguard, 8 Rangers, Steamcopter, and a Flaming Organ Gun. What is Runic Standard of Wisdom?
It says never get involved in a land war in Asia.
I'm looking that up right now.
The Rune of Storm stops a unit with fly. It gives them half movement. I know that much. But Wisdom.
Wisdom is they get a battle rune, like a spell. They get a battle spell.
Oh damn! So he's got tons of spells.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, he's playing Kirill, who is on our first Dread Elves of the day.
Yeah.
Selexian Officer General with Kraken Hide, Hand Weapon, Titanic Might, Mothir's Mirror, Seal the Ninth Fleet, Warlock Outcast, Adept on Cosmology, on a peg. Josh, no joke about the peg. Okay. 25 Selexian Spears with Executioner's Icon, 10 Shadow Riders, 20 Selexian Auxiliaries, 10 Raiding Partner, which are the Corsair version, 8 Dread Knights with I have the Gorgon, 8 Judicators, Banner Discipline, 5 Warlock
20.
Acolyte.
What are you reading on the numbers, man?
I'm getting tired. I didn't sleep well last night. 20 Judicators, 5 Warlock Acolytes.
5, no 20.
It's too many numbers. 10 Obsidian Guard, Raptor Chariot of the Lance, 6 Black Cloaks, and 3 Repeater Batteries.
I wish I had a pun on Selexian. I feel like a failure. I was thinking Selexian Luther, but it's not funny.
No, it's
No,
not
it's
funny.
not.
I could not get there. I really tried. I was like, nope, not gonna happen.
I'm surprised we haven't seen more Dread Elves. This is the first one. This is actually pretty even, I think.
Yeah. It's weird that he's got the Dread Elf player doesn't have much magic.
He's just
Oh, he's
got
got
the
the-
8 up in the Acolytes.
Yeah.
Did I just say it now? Dwarves kill elves.
Yeah.
Just go with
Yeah.
my vote.
The shooting from the dwarves is gonna be problematic, I think, because he's got the marksman with the crossbows, but he's also got those graybeards with vanguard with throwing weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Walk
And he's
up
got
into
steam
leaps.
copters just riddling you.
All right, Kirill. Here's what submarine.
I don't think it's that bad.
No, I think, yeah. The
Yeah, I think
Dreadnought
Ash-
unit will take down a lot of stuff. It's a lot of attacks.
Yeah, Ashton's got an advantage, but it's not a guarantee.
Yeah. I still think he can win, though.
Can they be Judge Dread Knights?
No, they used to have the Dread Judges. in the
Dread
old book. It
Judges.
was awful. It was awful. I'm going with Ashton.
Yeah, me too. Will, what do you think?
Yeah, I think the same. Just because it seems like the Dread Elf player isn't really leaning into anything. He's kind of got this and that and this and that, and the
Yeah.
Dwarf player's just got to shoot off the board.
Yeah. You just pick up big parts of his army every turn with the shooting.
All right.
Needs more bodies.
Ashton, do us proud. Matchup number 17, Micah Pierce versus Lucian Warren.
Or KOE.
Good old Micah. Micah's back with the Warriors of the Dark Gods. Sorcerer, Veil Walker, War Dice, Master on Occultism, Paired Weapons, Magical Heirloom, Rod of Battle. Sorcerer on a Dark Chariot. Apprentice on Evocation. Potion of Strength. Doomlord General, Spiked Shield, Will's Ward, Hellforged Armor, Halberd, Kingslayer, Ledger of Souls, Talisman of Shielding. A Barb Chief on a Wasteland Behemoth. He loves that model. With Great Weapon. 21 Warriors. 21 Warriors, Paired Weapons with Greed and Zealot's Banner. 8 Barb Horsemen, Great Weapons, Musician. 9 Chosen on Greed. 8 Forsworn. 3 Chosen Knights with Gluttony.
Every time I see Warriors taking Zealot's Banner, I get sorry because I want Zealot's Banner, and then I remember I need the Rending Banner more. So Zealot's Banner is a strong choice. I do not beget the Zealot's Banner. It's just hard to see someone else have it, not me.
It's a lot of points though. For what? Usually 6 extra attacks.
6 extra strength, 5 attacks.
Yeah, I mean it's not bad. It's not a bad choice, like you said. I think I'd rather have something to make him move quicker.
All right, he's playing
I like
Lucian.
this, though.
He's playing Lucian, who's on KOE. Duke General on a Hippogriff, Fortress of Faith, Uther's Conviction, Tristan's Resolve, Potion of Swiftness, Dragonfire Gen, Renowned Grail Oath, Damsel, Master on Druidism, Paladin BSB on a horse with Piety and Questing Oath. 11 Knights of the Realm with Banner of the Last Charge. 5 Knights Aspirants, 5 Knights Aspirants, 9 Grail Knights, 14 Knights of the Quest, 5 Yeoman, Scorpion.
If you look at Micah's characters, he's got the magical Heirloom of Weaving, he's got the Basalt and Pepper Infusion, he's got the Keith Ledger of Souls. The Wasted Behemoth. It's a shit show.
Oh boy.
Against what? Against the Killer Chicken or the Chicken of Death or whatever you call it.
I can't believe you can have
Murder Chicken. That's what it was.
14 Knights of the Quest in one unit. That's a huge unit of Knights.
Yeah, that is huge.
But it's getting what? Movement 10 against the Behemoth?
And the
Yeah.
Forsworn cause fear?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. No, they don't. I think I like Micah's list for this.
They do more cost sphere though.
Huh? Then you get it.
Micah's list affords more pun opportunities.
Yeah, plus KOE have a really hard time with that chosen unit. Like, it just goes before everything,
Yeah.
even on the charge most of the time. Like,
He has to send the banner of the last charge unit in there, and that's not that effective against those guys.
the Hippogriff could cause some problems, though, if he doesn't get occultismed to death.
I don't know. Can these night charges take on any one of these units? It can't take on the Forsworn with the Doomlord in it. Can it take on the Chosen?
Or the big unit of warriors? Yeah.
Plus, you zone the crap out of them with the Chosen Knights.
And the Barb Chief. Yeah. Micah's got a lot of threats. I like this list.
It looks very, distinctive. You saw the just getting briefly on paper, but it's got a lot of strong stuff in it.
We
Yeah.
can barely hear you, by the way, Chris.
Yeah, Chris, you're really quiet.
Your mic went weird.
It sounds like your mic switched to a different mic. You're like,
Yeah, you went to like mouse mic.
Is this better?
no.
No.
No, it's still real quiet.
I think I'm giving this one to Micah.
Yeah, I agree. He's got too many threats. He doesn't have any wasted units. Like, his list is very efficient.
Well, many of his units will probably be wasted roundabout game 3.
That's true. The last time I played Micah, he was very wasted.
Will, what do you
It
think?
is a wasteland list, though, so you can't really fault it.
No.
Well, I'm looking at the map, and they're on A1. It cycled back again, and the terrain I don't think is going to do a whole lot. Not remarkable, so I think I'm going to give it to Micah.
All right, Micah, do us proud. Do the Bay Area proud.
Chris voted for Micah. He just doesn't know it yet.
I did vote for Micah. Is this better?
Hey,
There, he's
yeah, that's
back.
better.
He's back.
Right.
All
Much
right,
better.
Josh Stewart versus John Lehman. Josh is running Dread Elves Army number 2 of the day. Dread Prince General, Death Cheater on a horse, Lacerating Touch, The Rock. Another Dread Prince on a horse, Dust Forged Hero's Heart. An Outcast Master on Cosmology. A Slixian Officer, BSB, with Krakenhide, Mask of the Warcrow, Seal of the Ninth Fleet. 33 Spears with Kadern's Pennon. 18 Slixian Auxiliaries. 8 Shadow Riders, 10 Dread Knights, 7 Warlock Acolytes, 10 Obsidian Guard, Divine Altar, Effigy of Dread, and 2 Repeater Batteries.
I still have no pun for Selexian or Cadron.
Huh.
I'm not a real man. It's going
I like
poorly.
this. I like his list
got-
a lot. The 2 Dread Princes put out a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Those 2 characters are deadly.
Yeah.
Josh
Hey.
tends to bring real lists. Like that guy, he doesn't, not exactly what you call a cagey player. Although he doesn't have to charge turn 2 either. So
No, yeah, he's got good
We'll time it.
magic. He channels 5.
he'll time it.
So, it's a good list.
He's up against John Lehman, Undying Dynasties. He's got a Pharaoh on a chariot with the Godslayer and the
Godslayer.
Death Mask of Teput. He's got a Hierarch General, Wizard Master on Evocation, and Crystal Ball. Another Hierarch Adept on Divination. Another Hierarch Adept on Cosmology. He's got the Casket. A unit of 5 Chariots with the Stalker Standard. 21 Archers. 5 Skeleton Scouts, 5 Skeleton Scouts. 5 Tomb Cataphracts. 3 Vultures. 8 Shabti Archers, and a Dread Sphinx.
It's a lot of magic. Casket and 3 casters.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And 4 skeletons. Albeit 2 of them tiny.
Yeah. Chef, chat. He's not really. I mean, he's got the chariots and the cataphracts.
And the Shabti.
And the
Shopti,
Shabti.
yeah. Our 8 Shopti is pretty good.
Yeah.
They're
8
killing
Shabti.
I just think I just think
Yeah.
the chariots are going to be good against the Dread Elves.
Yeah.
Dread Sphinx are amazing against, somebody with like a bunch of large models. So
Not so great against the whole army that gets +1 to wounded though in the first round. Of
Yeah,
combat.
exactly.
little tiny elves with +1 to wound.
Still winning on 5s.
Yeah.
But I think his real problem is the Dread Princes, and I think he needs to try to snipe them. But
He's got Evo, so that'll help for that.
yeah,
Plus, he's got a pretty good. He's got a good anti-magic with the casket and the crystal ball.
yeah.
Right. He's got the casket. He's got the snipe. Both snipes from Evo. He's got cosmology. I think that he could definitely pick off those characters, but Josh is super experienced, so that may be a hard road as well.
I will also say that Josh is super experienced in tournaments in a different way. I have this picture of us in Davis at a Infernal Zoo, literally jumping up and down inside a bar, and he's got his hand on my forehead. He's like dragging my eyeballs upwards. This is how Josh parties.
Oh
So,
jeez. John, whatever you do, John, in this game, whatever you do, John, in this game, do not start accepting shots from Josh, because he'll offer them to you. Do not accept.
Well, I hope you guys don't, because we're in a game store. That would be a whole.
Yeah, you know. Inherent violations aside.
I'm gonna go with Josh, even though I like John's list a lot.
I think John's got a chance. I think for me, it's 50-50 for me.
I will give Josh a big edge, just because of the experience.
I think. What are you going to kill in Josh's list that is so terrified of magic, other than raising skeletons? Like, I mean, yes, you're going to do damage, but he's got two different casters with the warlocks and the warlock outcast. Granted, they're probably in the same unit, but they're both casting. I don't know, man. I got to give it to Josh. I think John's a competent player, and he'll sneak up on you if you let him, like every single time. But just not, yeah. Threats on threats, Josh comes out ahead.
Will, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Josh has been playing on Universal Battle like 2 or 3 times a week this whole year. So I think that alone is going to give him the edge. But I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be like a 14 or 15.
Yeah. Because
If
Josh
John
is going to
takes
lose a lot of
Josh
stuff.
round 4, might be a different story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going
All
with
right.
Josh. It's not nearly as good.
Josh has got the lead in the votes, but let's go to our last matchup. Sean Mooney versus Josh Land. Sean's running Undying Dynasties. He's got a Hierarch General on a horse, Master on Evocation, Jackal's Blessing, Book of the Dead, Obsidian Rock Hierophant. That's his one character.
Yep.
Interesting.
3 points all around.
30 skeletons, 30 skeletons, 20 skeletons with Banner of the Entombed, 20 skeletons Banner of Entombed, 7 scouts with the Aether icon, 8 Shopti with the Flaming Standard, 6 Tomb Cataphracts, double Dread Sphinx, and a Colossus.
I will go Yoda on this one and say, if you're not afraid of this list, you should be.
It's a lot of beef.
That is an interesting list.
This is a tactical list and a smash list. This is a take little guys list and take big guys list. This is a utilitarian deathmatch.
I like the double units of skeletons with Banner of the Entombed and pop those guys up in the most inconvenient spot.
Mm-hmm.
Or if nothing
And it
else,
doesn't
just
even need it.
I've broken through, or whatever.
Yeah.
Did I make it back in time for the last one?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
What's up, guys? Sorry.
Sean Mooney versus Josh Land. A million billion skeletons, half of which ambush. Shopties, Cactifrax, double Dreadfinks, and Colossus. Against
And one
Horse
character.
and Goblins.
One character who's a Hierophant General. What does Jackal's Blessing do again?
It gives him an
+2
extra
health.
HP and 5 up regen, right?
He's got 5 hit points on his wizard.
The thing
Harder
doesn't
to snipe that way. Go through Josh's list.
Josh is ONG, Goblin King, Forest Goblin King on a Gargantula, paired weapons, and Shield Breaker. Oh, he's got it on the hand weapon, which is weird, but whatever. Forest King on a Huntsman Spider.
That's just the way that
You recruit
the
formats.
list system writes it down. He's got it on the paired weapons.
Yeah, that makes sense. Goblin King on Huntsman Spider, Basalt Infusion, Dust Wars, Hero's Heart, Orc Shaman General, Wizard Master on Shamanism, Skull Fetish, Crown of Autocracy, or another Orc Shaman Adept on Thaumaturgy, 29 Fair Orc Edbasters with paired weapons and Green Tide, 10 Orc Boar Riders Feral, 5 Orc Boar Riders Common, 7 trolls, bridge trolls, 3 wolf chariots, Great Green Idol BSB, and a giant with a giant club.
Why is everyone taking bridge trolls instead of river trolls? The hell's wrong with you people? I have people skills. What the hell's wrong with you people?
Because they're cheaper, yeah.
I mean, I guess.
I agree, though. River trolls are way scarier.
They definitely are.
So giant, Great Green Idol, and Gargantula, right? 2 Dread
Yeah.
Sphinx.
Yeah, that's a tough.
Yeah, it's a big part of this match for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
So you know how I said I was going to watch that other table? I think I'm gonna go with this.
The third table you're gonna watch
think
all at
I-
Well,
once.
you know what? You have the unique ability to be in 3 places at once. You just have to, like, buzz around.
I should have stacked them all 3 tables next to each other. That would have been.
Yeah, it would be
That
real
would've
easy to
been
watch.
You could run bets and, like, have people place money on all 3 games and, book it out and come out ahead. I'm just saying.
I will say this much about the Sphinx on the Idol. The Idol is still only being wounded on 5s at least. Because the Sphinx go to strength 7.
Yes, as multi-wound,
Sure, but you got a wound to get through it.
yes, you have to wound twice.
Yeah, that's why he's got an evocation, reroll the wound spell.
Sure. Or, the Whispers.
Whispers. Yeah.
Whispers. Yeah.
There are options. I'm just saying that it's not as easy as, Dread Sphinx and win.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised
Nice.
if he even
Yeah.
put any effort into that at all. I think he just let Dread Sphinx go ham and just work it out because neither one of them's running anywhere,
That
and he's got the
flaming,
advantage in the long run. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's Oakland.
that flaming shocked unit like one shots that triple unit also.
Yeah,
I
I think
think-
this is
Oh,
a
yes.
tough one. I really like this. I like this ONG list, but I think that it's like you just said. It's like as you go down, it's like it's got great. The UD list has great answers for everything in the OG list.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Sean Mooney's got it also.
And plus, I mean, 499 versus 496, obvious win.
3-point advantage.
Clear.
Undeniable.
I've gone all in with less. I'm just saying.
Although Sean, Josh automatically gets 2 points because Sean only has 1 character, right?
Yep.
Hey, so he can't get 20 owed.
He can't get
There you
20
go.
owed. It's impossible.
He can. He can get 22'd.
Yeah, he can get 22'd.
All right, if Josh gets 22 on Sean, I will buy everyone drinks.
Oh, there we go.
Josh gets 22. Hey, there we go.
Number 6.
Man, that's an impressive win if you can 20-0 this UD list.
Here go the purchase.
Unless he 5 dices something with his wizard run 1 and just kills his hierarch.
Yeah,
Then
note
everything
to self,
crumbles.
We've seen it happen.
Yeah.
We have.
Oof.
All
Yeah,
right,
this
who we
is-
picking for winners?
All those
Sean.
big monster warriors lists don't love this double Dread Sphinx list. That's for sure.
No. Chris Hines does not want to see this list. Neither does Josh Guerin.
Suffice it to say, I've seen this list before.
Oh.
This is-
All right. Sean Mooney's my vote. What do you guys got?
Agree.
Sean
John.
it will probably be pretty large.
All right. That is our last pairing. We made it through in a clean 2 hours and 23 minutes. I'm gonna say, like, the one thing I noticed from all the lists, I think there were more than average, like, oh, that's a bad matchup pairings in the first round.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of, like, oh, that guy is gonna get hurt.
Yeah, the random
Which is-
generator was not kind this time.
Yeah.
That's
There's gonna be
a
some
luck of
big-
the draw. That is the luck of the draw first round. I mean, that's just what it is. But
This will be some big wins round 1.
yeah, I think so. I think there's gonna be some people jumping out with 20s, 22s,
23s? You get 23?
23s in round 1, I think. But that just makes that much more of an epic submarine.
I mean, yeah, after Henry 23's you.
Wow.
Man,
Wow.
Coming up from the Marianas Trench.
Yeah, you need more in the submarine.
You gotta have a
That's the
shot.
benefit of having been on these. Spin can always get a good canyon dig in when you need one. So
Well, I think your
Oh,
name
dude,
is
I'm-
SwampSwimmer, right?
Yeah.
You like being underwater?
Yeah,
Sure.
The water is where I'm comfortable, so don't worry.
it's fine.
I'm
Okay.
actually
Aaron,
concerned about
Aaron, do
betting
you
the
think game one might be our roast? Should game one be our roast?
We could say. I mean, let's see how they all go. You never know. He might
Yeah.
end up with an even more fun one later,
Yeah, that's true.
or we could lose, and then he gets to come after us, right?
Oh, with all this trash talk, if I don't get last place between the three of us, I'm
Josh will buy
I'm
a round
s-
of shots.
I'm stomping on the lowest person in the list in
Here,
the
here.
battle report.
If he doesn't get last place, Chris is buying a round of shots.
Hey.
Yay! I like it.
That's the worst bet of all, Chris. Sorry. I think
Alright.
that looking back 2 years, just like a quick observation, I think that the variety is really interesting, and I think the lists have evolved a lot. Like you see some of it's like similar names, but some pretty big changes. So I think that's pretty cool.
Or
It should be a good.
devolve.
And the top three people that got first, second, third last year aren't coming. So
It's anybody's
new,
game.
new podium.
Yeah.
That's right.
There's 14 of the 16 armies represented, which is cool.
Mhm.
I don't know what if this has been determined or not. Is this a leader into the Masters?
If Masters happens, it has to be, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was wondering.
I mean, it's just a matter of will Masters have enough tournaments to generate a field? Or how are we going to do that? That's something we've got to talk about. We haven't met on that yet, but I assume that with 40 people, Joust would easily qualify.
There will easily be some points, and some points is better than no points. How are you not going to run a Masters if you have points to calibrate?
I'm just saying that
Terrible call.
the old scheme was we would have the winners of the 26 or 28 tournaments that happened during a year, and with COVID, we're not getting to run those same amount of tournaments, most likely. Is all I'm saying.
I'm not confused. I'm just disappointed and slightly offended.
It's not mad. It's just disappointing.
Isn't that your perpetual state of
This
existence?
is your
Josh?
year, Josh. This is your year.
Yeah,
You know
this
what?
is you,
We're not,
Josh.
we're not
Master.
meditating here, Chris. I'm
Josh
just
is salty
saying,
because
if
he
you've
won
got
a
a
tournament.
scoreboard, I imagine not yelling at it is a good idea. Let's just play it as it lies, sir.
We'll see what we talk about. We'll figure it out. I'm sure we'll figure something out.
All right.
Well,
Any
no,
parting
no.
You doing
thoughts?
winners?
How are we wrapping this up? Yeah.
We doing winners?
Oh, overall winners? Goodness
Yeah.
gracious.
You mean other than Kenyon taking the entire thing down?
Yes,
Yes.
that is the number one
Yes.
answer. Skinks for the win.
Kenyon with a clean 103 points. Full
Yeah.
sweep.
Clean sweep 103.
There were a lot of 23-point matches in this game. I don't know,
That's
man.
true. I'll eat my hat on live YouTube if Kenyon gets 103 points.
Yes.
I think we should let Ben and Will at least do their podiums, right? Because they're not playing in it. That's a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah, go for it.
Ben, you want to go first?
Yeah. Easy. Aaron Chom. Sorry, this is gonna be really unoriginal. Pete Reese and Jeff Durham.
That is a
Let's see that
boring
one.
answer. That is a
Trifecta.
very boring answer.
I know. Hey, I said Aaron.
It's me.
Only because we've nitpicked over his list 4,000 times, or if he doesn't get a podium, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
That's right. I'm glad that you don't pay per text message, Ben.
Yeah, it's good. Good, I got an unlimited plan. No, but for reals, I think you have a good chance of winning it. You got a good list.
I think I like the Giants a lot. They're fun. I got well, it's dark in here, but I'm working on painting this little fellow up.
Oh,
There you go.
I like that.
Coming
Yeah.
along. I'm gonna do it like a birch tree theme with the like frost sword. This should be cool.
I like it. All right, Will, who's winning it?
So I would normally say Josh is always a contender, but I don't know how well his list is going to do against the Warriors lists. Josh Stewart.
You know
Sorry,
what?
Josh
No
Durham.
correction necessary, my friend.
I don't think he's gonna do that well against all the warriors, and so that pushes me towards the dwarf lists.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be the ones that you said, because I think if they're gonna fight some warriors and have good matchups. And then there was some other list I was looking at that I really liked. No, I can't find it. But Aaron, I think you have a good chance too, because I think you can handle warriors. I think that's kind of the common denominator of this tournament is like, can you deal with the big scary monster warrior lists or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you don't
There's,
play
there's
Garrett,
more
you'll
of
be fine.
there's more of them. There's more of them than I thought. Warriors. I mean they're a popular army always, but I think there were just like a few people that kind of were on the bubble and went warriors that kind of all of them did that, and it's ended up with a lot. So yeah, interesting.
I'm loving the mirror matchup, dude. I can't wait for the first mirror matchup because I knew it's gonna happen.
Warriors is the most popular book. There's what, 6 Warriors players? I think's what I counted.
Yeah.
One might even say warriors come out to play. It's like it's ridiculous.
Chris
I-
v. Josh round.
Seeing as I seem to
2
have
through 4.
the poker.
No, thank you.
Yeah, Chris v. Josh.
I mean,
Round
if Josh,
5.
if Josh and I play in any round, I will promise you how this is going to go. Josh,
Promise.
yes, Josh.
Are we wagering?
No,
Are we
Josh.
betting?
Here's $75 for the strip club. Give me a 20.
I tell you
All in
what.
ones for you already.
Shots fired.
If I beat you 18-2 or better, do you double that?
Sure.
Ooh, there we go.
Ooh, I like this bet.
So if I just win, if I just beat you, it's a $75 handover.
If you don't take the first thing, if you don't take my $75 to just give me a 20, then I'm going to spend $75 on buying you Fireball.
Ooh, there you go. Man, this is a win-win for you, Josh.
$75 in Fireball?
Chris thinks he can drink more than I can drink.
I don't
Oh
drink,
my
so I
dear
know you
God.
can.
It's not your fault. It's okay. Don't worry.
Yeah,
It's going to be fine.
I know your inherent weaknesses, Josh. I'm not worried.
My inherent weaknesses is all charge. What are you talking about? You give me a tasty charge, and I'm like, I can't help it. So that's basically my only weakness. In fact, I was accused recently of not even having a movement phase. I was accused of having a charge phase. But you can just move. You don't actually have to charge. I disagree. I don't know. I think
For those of us
I think
playing,
you're full of shit.
let's do this. For those of us that are playing, we won't do our top 3 because we'd obviously pick ourselves or whatever. But do we all think we will win our first round matchup?
Josh, you
Josh
first.
says yes. Chom?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I think like list on list, I think it's a good
Good
matchup.
matchup for you? Okay. I think I can win my first round matchup. Kenyon, what do you think?
I hear a bet brewing.
Let's let Kenyon talk. I want to hear this.
I think I have a chance, but I am not confident I'm gonna win round 1.
All right, so Kenyon, handicap it. Keep the bet going.
Ah,
Yeah, can you get
interesting.
8
Can you
points?
get 4 points?
8 points.
Yep.
You
8-12.
get 8. That means you only got to get 5, and then you kill some characters.
Kenyon's win is 8-12. And
You can
after
do
that, it's the last longest bet.
Give me
one.
give me.
You start with 1, Kenyon. You only
You only got to get 7
points.
more points.
Come on,
Give me.
Kenyon.
Oh, if I get a 7 or more, then that's considered a win.
3-point handicap, even though you're starting up 1, so a 4-point handicap.
Yes, this
Yeah.
is really a 4-point handicap.
All right, there you go. We've got it. Kenyon lacking a little confidence, but some.
It's all right. We all ruined his confidence, and
We did.
Oh, you crushed my spirits.
we all picked against him.
Henry,
What are we
we're all gonna help Kenyon. We're gonna strategize with him starting now. You've got the brain trust here against you,
Jesus.
Henry.
Will, what's the penalty for him to change his list real fast?
Oh, man.
Expulsion from the
Looks like
tournament,
a-
says Will. I don't want to redo the matches, says Will.
Yeah. not
It was a
happening.
grudge match. You can't.
Yes,
You can't
exactly. Thought he was gonna get a colossal, and oh no.
You guys probably already said it, but I'll just quickly. Will, thanks again. You ran a great tournament last time. Looking forward to this one. This will be a lot of fun.
Will.
Yes,
Thank you, Will.
definitely,
Yes.
definitely.
I got to
Well,
give a
then-
shout out to Odyssey because they are putting all of the entry fees into prize money.
Oh hell yeah!
Nice.
Nice.
So there's close to $1,300 in prize money.
Oh,
Damn.
Tell them to send me an invoice for more than $10, please.
What's that?
Tell them to send me an invoice for more than $10, please.
Yeah, I called them the other day and they're a chicken with their head cut off. They're kind of running around with
You
everything
can pay
reopening.
it. You
but
can pay at the door though.
yeah, you can pay at the door.
Yeah,
I
it'll be fine.
paid the invoice they sent me already, so just I will
Maybe
pay
you're
the
getting a
extra
discount.
$20. Making you aware.
Yeah.
We got to buy stuff. That's the way to help them out, right?
Absolutely.
So,
And
yeah,
I'm driving, so I don't have to worry about flying with it. So that's cool.
there you go. I got some stuff I need to buy too. So, yeah, thank you, Odyssey. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
I should.
Thank you.
Well, I expect to win this, so I should bring an extra backpack on the plane. Is that what you're saying? To carry all my
Yeah,
winnings?
definitely. Right.
the mallet. Well, you won't get your
You
mallet.
won't be able to take the mallet again. We got a mallet,
Yeah.
Will?
Yeah.
No, the
We have a
mallet
lamp.
from Buckeye when I got dead last place. The
Yeah, it's
airport
last place.
security took it from me.
Man, not even good enough to be last place. Come on, Kenyon.
Brutal.
Just kidding.
Homeland
Kenyon.
Security. This is the best part about it. Homeland Security lets on metal bladed figurines, but they're gonna take a rubber mallet.
I fly every time I fly. I have a laser pointer in my bag. I have a hobby knife in my bag. Nobody ever checks.
I have for my
Yeah,
army,
I mean,
my
it's
actual
Arizona,
army,
so-
which I carry on. I've only been stopped by security once ever.
My
It's
army
always-
doesn't fit in a carry-on technically, but I just make it work anyways.
Yeah, you
I didn't
piss
have a
off.
leg, and I'm going through the bag to check, put it up in the thing. It doesn't fit, so I have to sit, in the small little airplane to go to Kansas. It was under my feet, not my seat. It won't fit under the seat. I had to ride with it with my feet up under it, or up over it.
That's where you
Totally
open the book for subterfuge, so the hostess doesn't see it. They're that's everybody's worst nightmare is we have to check your bags, or the hell you do.
They tried that once,
Not
and I said,
happening.
"There's no
Guess
chance
I'm
you're
getting
taking
off the
this bag."
plane.
Yeah, there's no
Guess
chance
I'm
you're checking this bag.
Ubering.
Find a place.
I will Uber to Kansas.
Yeah.
Kenny, did we really hurt your self-image today?
I'm
You look
worried
kinda
now.
despondent
I'm
over there.
worried.
No.
I gotta start thinking
Sorry.
about it. I'm gonna jump off this call and just start strategizing.
All right, Kenyon, I tell you what, little extra If you win 18-2 in your first game, I'm buying everyone drinks.
Oh, there you
There's
go.
that's number 7.
Yeah, that's number
seven.
Yep,
There
I
it
get
is, yeah. 18-2, easy. You only
I'm
gotta
really,
get
I'm really making an
17
effort here,
points.
people. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Henry,
Why?
if you
I'm through.
watch this video all of the end, if you want a free drink, just lose 18 to me. Come on.
Yeah, it's easy.
I'll
Not
buy
hard
him a
to
drink
do.
to beat you 18-2.
Yeah. It's easy to talk shit when I don't have to go, so it's fine. That's why I've been stirring the pot.
So Kenyon,
Ben,
people are
you gotta
asking
come
when
back
this is
next
going to be up on YouTube. So it's going to be tomorrow.
No, tonight. Actually, no. It's tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning at 8 or something like that. Whenever I get up.
Yeah, it'll be like a 3-hour upload for this thing, so
Yeah.
you might as well start uploading it tonight.
We're good at making fast videos.
Yeah.
It's a 3-hour tour with 7 bets. And Chris, did you just say if Kenyon takes 18-2, you're buying everybody drinks also?
No, I said I would buy Henry a drink to beat him 18-2.
Yes, so you're buying everyone a drink also.
Water's free, sure.
Cool.
We almost cracked. Did everybody see that? It was
Yeah.
Right. Good
All
times,
right,
everybody.
folks.
All
I'm gonna
right.
call it
Have
quits.
fun this weekend, boys.
See everybody Friday, except for Ben.
Thanks
for
having me, guys.
It's his
If
anniversary or
anyone-
something.
If anyone is
See
still
you guys.
watching this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Good evening.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Bye, everybody.